Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. A spooky, scary skeleton shout startling, shrilly screams. They'll sneak from their sarcophagus and just won't leave you be. Spirit supernatural, shy, what's all the fuzz? The bags of bones seem so unsafe, it's semi-serious. Spooky, scary skeletons are silly all the same. They'll smile and smell the slowly by and drive you so insane. Sticks and stones will break your bones, they seldom let you stew.
Oh shit. Oh, hold on. When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new, something greater to be born, and with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you.
Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look who it is, guys. It's your favorite guy. It's me, Vaughn Coleman. I don't know if you know this, but I hit 800 subscribers and I kept putting it off. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should celebrate this. Commence something. That's about my mindset coming into this. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with this because I've been like gaming, streaming, and I'm like, it's been a while since I've just done and I already have done a bad job because I didn't really tell anyone that I was doing this. So I guess whoever shows up, I'll just kind of be like, hey man, come on in. Waited until 8:22. I didn't wait until 8:22. What? Oh, did I? Did I set the time? No, there's no way. What time did I set this stream for? It was 10. Did I set it hours early? That was stupid. Michael, how's it going? Doug209, what a great man, incredible man. Mega Man, Michael Dietz is here. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, by the way? It's 10 p.m. on Twitter, but did I set the time? Why would I 9:10? That's such a specific time. Why would I set it for 9:10? Whatever. That's so weird. All right. That was not my intention. I'm late because I was writing Phenomenova issue 2. I was revising. And it's kind of like a roast session for my main character because I have the person training him is just beating the crap out of him, telling him why he needs to improve himself. And I do wonder because like I have so many pages of insults, and even I was coming up with more things he needs to work on. So even though it's a very simple issue, I have a lot to stuff in. But I have a lot I'm going to leave out. In fact, there's some notes I'm probably not even going to look at that were just full of things to write in this version. But I'd write it out anyway. Definitely wrote way too much, but whatever. It'll be a good issue. I'm debating if I want to do issues 2 and 3 at once. With the way this campaign is going, I might. And then it would be the backers would get 2 and 3. And then other people would have to like kind of wait. Is probably how I do it. There would be like 24-page issues. I won't spoil who it is, but it's one of the heroes you see in a double-page spread, a member of Crusader Corps. How you guys doing, by the way? I hope you're doing well. I have a few accomplishments lately, guys. I actually do stuff that's good. I uploaded 3 shorts today, which I probably shouldn't do, but I did it. I don't know how that's going to work with the algorithm, but I was like, how much longer the art contest? Until the campaign is done. By campaign, so okay, let me explain because people think like I'm closing down the whole ass campaign. I'm not. So the campaign, I'm an idiot and I set up the wrong funding mode and I want to start getting money and like getting people want to spend money. So if anyone wants to make adjustments to their backing order, now is the good time because I haven't charged anyone yet. So you can withdraw and then do the night. Like one of my friends earlier was like, I want 2 more covers. So he withdrew and then got 2 more covers. I'm putting it in storefront mode basically. Yeah. And then, so it's going to be until like after the Kickstarter. So like, let's say probably if I were to guess, probably until like late June. Is what I would guess. Is when it would like basically when the book is about ready to go to the printer. Is when it would happen. Refund time. God, I hope not. Aaron, how you doing? I didn't know your name was Aaron. Congrats on the book. Thank you, man. Yeah, 11K. A lot of people told me early on, they're like, Vaughn, no one's gonna buy your book. Well, that's factually inaccurate, and that feels very good. It does feel very good. But even outside of that, it feels good. When I really sit down and think about it, I'm like 183 people saw this nobody and we're like, let's end this book. And they were like, let's give him money.
Let's give him money for this product. That wow, like it's really something special. Oh God, Alex, let the great unsubathon of 2024 begin. Oh man, new year, new. Oh man, I guess so. I'm afraid to check my subscribe. How many people are participating though? Because that's the thing. It wasn't intentional, or like maybe subconsciously. Vaughn isn't. See, it's funny that people see me as a somebody. Because, I mean, like I've edited like Hunter Ninja Bear, but like really in the grand scheme of things, I mean, yeah, kind of. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. I say like YouTube. It's a really weird thing because it's like I'm a YouTube personality, but dude, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? Like I don't. I'm Vaughn Coleman, I guess. Whatever that means. Your mileage may vary. You know, whatever. What is the significant? Well, it's another 100. So I've done everything from a 300, 400, 500, 600. I started doing it when I was live streaming. So I have, you know, gained like 500 subscribers, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so it's just basically like whenever there's a 100. YouTube Shorts pull in people. I will say I noticed that I don't connect with the youngins as much as I thought. I connect with people like ages 25 to 35. But like, dude, teenagers, like I don't get them, man. And I'm kind of writing a coming of age book, so I'm like, I guess they're not buying it. Well, if anything, it would be their parents buying it, but it's also, dude, I don't like, what do I like? Oh, Fortnite? Like, I don't know. What are the kids like these days? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's the thing. I'm always like, why am I not getting younger people? And it's like, that's another thing. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I got to connect more with the Final Fantasy VII fans. I'm like, why don't, by the way, my video essay kind of plateaued in views. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please do. I hope that gets more. I hope it gets like another boom. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm like, why don't I connect with younger people? And then I'm like, well, because I talk about old comics and old video games. I mean, I'm playing a new one, but like I did that's probably why. But new stuff, although I do want to play Stellar Blade. I'm going to play it after FF7R, which is taking way longer than I thought. That's the thing. I could play it on stream, but I'd have to switch to Streamlabs, which means I'd have to end the stream. I haven't done like one of these kinds of streams outside of interviews in a minute. Is 23 Zoomer or Millennial? Well, I'm 24 and I'm a Zoomer, unfortunately. I'm 99. Congrats, White Man. Well, thank you. By the way, Master Swag King, if you want the link, just let me know. I could send you the link if you want to hang out. Same goes to you, Alex. Same goes for Michael Rushbrook, Mega Man. I wouldn't stress that too much. No, listen, Mega Man, I'm fully in agreement with you, but you have to understand, I have to save them. Older people, rightfully so, have given up on my stupid can't say long, but sure have to make a black character in your comment. I do. That's the thing. So I have an idea for it. Just so happened, I swear to God, like, so I was like, oh, I do want to have a non-black character on my original lineup of the team. And then I was like, because I have a list of a bunch of characters that will join Phenomenova. That's the name of the team. But it happened that like for the story, for the first issue, all the characters that were going to fit, because there were other characters that I was going to include in the lineup. Like there's a black character, but I was thinking about it story-wise, and I was like, it would make sense for this character to appear later, so that way this character can actually shine. And same goes to this other character who's diverse. Like they both were considered for the original lineup, but it was like with both of them, just when you judge people on a character basis, you find often that you treat them like, when I treat them like characters instead of props, I'm like, well, for these characters, where they're at and where the other characters are at, it makes sense for me to introduce them later on, so that way they have time to shine. And so I want to establish a team dynamic, and then I'm going to shift it up when I introduce X characters. Anyway, what's going on, Hero Darky Dark? Yeah, you know what? All right, I'll put the link. Should I put the link in the chat? Screw it. Why not? Why not? Just don't pull your dick out and we're good. I hope I'm not asking too much. All right, gang. I'll put the link in chat briefly. And I could gatekeep whoever I want. Ah, fuck. Every time it keeps notifying me, I don't want to buy your stupid antivirus software. All right, fuckers, come on in. Was this a mistake? Have you talked? Yeah, I talk to Bobby all the time. Yeah, he's just taking a break from streaming. He's not really feeling it. But Bobby's good. He did actually I don't know if you guys saw, but he's doing, not only did he do the Rebel Oasis logo, he's doing a lot of stuff. He's gonna do a lot of the design stuff. He's really getting into graphic design. He's doing what the fuck is so I'm an idiot. What you guys knew, but so not new stuff, but I was like, I put so much effort in these covers. And then I was on a stream one time and someone was looking at like a Firestar cover where it's his first issue. And I'm like, I can't believe I didn't put an issue number on this goddamn cover. So I was like, I need an issue box. Bobby, what do I do? And he came up with something that was so much cooler than what I had in mind. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, yeah, that's really cool. So I'll show you. But first, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me message my letterer. Hold on. I'm always on the grind, guys. I was working on my issue 2 script earlier. By the way, if you haven't already, everyone make sure to hit that like button and tweet out this link if you can. Dude, people are messaging me like, hey, man, like you killed it on this campaign. I'm like, I don't know what I did. Well, okay, that's not true. All right, I'm like, I do actually know what I did. But it still feels great when it's done. Sorry, I don't mean to do dead air, but I'm always working on the book. Oh, my colors sent me something. All right, I can't. All right, enough working on the comic. I have to stop. Okay, I have to stop for a minute. All right, here we go. Let's bring in. What do I want to play?
Me? Gungaga.
What's going on, Hero Darky Dark? How you doing? Did I wait too long and then he like went FK because he thought he was?
Oh no, you're good. I accidentally muted myself. My B. Yeah, I'm doing good.
It's good, man. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, it's been crazy, man. Your campaign did pretty well though, your last one. And it's on Fund My Comic right now, right?
It was, but then one day I was screwing with the settings and I accidentally made it end early and I was too lazy to fix it. So I was like, screw it. It was a second chance anyways. Most of the people I wanted to get a copy got one anyway. So I'm like, I'm happy.
All right. Well, that's good. Well, let me know. What do you got? Oh, shit. I forgot to send someone the link. Hold on. All right. Someone else just popped in. Fuck. I'm a disaster right now. Dude, Paul, the Project Analysis, he is very good at promoting. Fuck. All right.
Oh, cool.
Hang on. There's some bullshit I have to talk about, dude. All right. First of all, a travesty has occurred. But first of all, speaking of, hold on.
Now, this is epic. What's happening?
All right. What's going on, Alex?
Not a whole lot. How's my mic sound? I got a new headset.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
I forgot the sound of your voice.
I did too,
but not really. DLA said, I'm doing some market research. Apparently, kids these days are into someone called Olivia Rodrigo. Yes, I remember one time my friends were telling me like, dude, what do you think of Olivia Rodrigo? I was like, she's good. I'm gonna get a guess. They're like, dude, you don't. I'm like, I don't have that strong of an opinion. Like, I really think she's fine. I don't know. That's probably why I don't get up
too many bitty girls. like she's not the worst, but it's like one of those things where you just going like, is this like the first mildly attractive woman you've seen in your life? So that's why you're jumping up and down about it.
I don't know, man. But everyone send me your stuff in private chat here, Darky Dark. Yeah, so he's one of all the kids are listening to Ice Spice now. Have they moved on? That's unfortunate. Just when I was getting to know, including me, just when I was getting to know, well, I say getting to know, that's not true. Kids, oh well, I love Sydney Sweeney. Now that I can get
Babe of the week.
Babe of the week, babe of the
month.
Yeah, I'd say so. All right, here, Darky Dark. Let's. For some reason, every time, dude, my I get fucked over, and for some reason, only on my PC when I try to open a Kickstarter with Chrome, it just fucks me over. So, only Kickstarter. Every other crowdfunding, it's fine. Like I have no issues with. And
their website's a little wonky,
which is weird because they're the biggest. Okay. Please don't tell me it's not working in this browser. Oh, no, it's just all right. Everyone, I'm going to post this link in the chat. Hero Darky Dark, tell everyone why they should sign up for this. 50.
I will, but give me like 5 minutes. Let me go check something.
Okay.
Might be the worst time.
All right. So while he's finding out who escaped his basement, let's see. Hold on.
Again,
yeah. All right, so while he's tracking down the basement escapee, as it were, who do I want to get in here?
There's a lot of streams going on right now.
Is there? Who else is streaming? Probably a lot of people. It's Monday.
Dean is streaming, and I think Reenie's on his channel.
No, I'm fucked. No, all right, guys, don't leave me, please.
Diabolical Souls, Jay, he's streaming.
Ah, shit. Well, I was cool for a little bit.
Luke is streaming.
Oh man, Luke Stone.
Yeah. No. Luke Aglietta.
I love Luke. Luke, I met him at MegaCon. He's a really cool guy. We were both wearing the same shirt.
Luke is a cool guy. I won some original art from him actually.
Did you?
Yeah, do you ever check out the Red Valkyrie auctions?
No, I should. Breenie was doing hers, but I was committed to working that. What was I working on?
You have a cell phone.
Yeah.
You could have bid. I won. I won $200, Fawn. I won a Reenie piece for $200.
That's it?
Wow. That's it. Yeah.
What Breenie piece? Because I saw that what she was selling, especially the sexy pieces, and I was like,
yeah, well, obviously that one in the cover went for way more.
How much did those go for?
Chris won I think Chris won the first one for $600.
Chris Stanley?
Moromi.
Oh, Moromi. Okay. 600? I thought it was worth more.
It might have been the cover. I mean, honestly, yes, it should have, but there was so many pieces and so many auctions.
So they were like, fuck that, man. She went all out for that. I should have got some stuff from her.
Travis won one of the other pieces for $700.
I should check. I haven't checked out Red Valkyrie. I'm trying to save my money on production for my comic.
Well, yeah.
For now.
But yeah, the Akira piece she did.
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Like maybe like my whole thing is all right, so what I want to do is I wanted to have my comic as soon as my inker is done with this issue. I would love to move on and just start production as soon as possible on issue 2 and have as quick of a turnaround time. And that's part of why I'm writing it. And man, have I improved as a writer. A lot as a writer. Okay, have 2 Tier Darky.
Oh yeah, I got 2 planned for the end of this year.
Nice, man. Good stuff. All right. Look at you putting books out. Really good shit, man. It's really good. Oh, look at that. We got another guy. If you want to put your link in chat, we will do it. We got some books to promote, and we'll just kind of hang out and talk about stuff and things. But first, ladies and gentlemen.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
How's it going, Paul?
Sup? See, I wouldn't know how to do that. I don't know what that is.
How to do what? The
Like
the
to
dance?
add something in. I wouldn't know. I would.
Oh, that I could teach you. Right, I forgot you got StreamYard, so I could teach you. So it's actually once you learn, it's a very basic program to an annoying degree where you're like, dude, I pay for this, and then it can't even do a gaming stream.
You gotta pay for
Well,
it.
you don't have to actually. You don't have to, but it's if you want to stream to multiple platforms at once.
Which is very beneficial.
Yeah. There's other limitations too with the free version.
YouTube's been cheeks for me, but TikTok, the same videos be slapping right now.
Dude, yeah, I know. It really, first of all, you know where the worst ones, real talk, before we get into promoting Hero Darky Dark. Meta sucks. Facebook and Instagram, unless you pay for ads, they
disgusting.
screw you over. Dude, I was telling so I was getting my bank account because I had initially my company was going to be called Torchlight Studios, and then I changed it. So I had to change my bank account. I never bothered changing until finally I was like, yeah, I should probably like change that. So, but anyway, so I was there, and the bank teller, by the way, a few things. First of all, she was like, oh, you're doing a comic? That's awesome. And then also she was like, is this you? She was like, because I handed her the slip.
Nice.
And I'm like, no relation. No relation at all. My main character has literally nothing to do with me. Zero resemblance.
Even the bank tellers can see it.
Dude, everyone. Gina Carano, when I met her in person, was like, is this you? And I was like,
Wait, you met Gina Carano?
yeah, I met her twice. She's a total sweetheart. Why is Instagram not loading when I need it the most?
Yeah, Instagram is horrible.
Fuck Instagram.
I have like 2,700 followers and I get 4 likes.
Yeah, of course. No, but it's only the thing is if I post like me hanging out with friends, like I get 200, 300 likes. But then if it's like, hey, I'm promoting this, I need eyes on it. Oh no, fuck you. Okay. Because the algorithm does that because they want you to pay for ads. That's what a friend of mine, I have a friend who has 38K followers and told me she pays she pays for promotion on her stuff.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And she's hot, But anyway, so and Streamlabs is free. It can be. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go with Hero Darky Dark. Tell us about your. Yeah, I just have like a bunch of Kickstarters open right now. Tell us. So first of all, this book took off, and we're already at the second one.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. So that one, Relentlessly Bully Hero, the first one, we had a lot of success. We hit, I think it was double the funding goal, which for a first crowdfunding project,
Very
but
good.
basically no following. That's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about it. To make a long story short, the new generation of heroes, and then this new hero who's a bit of an edgelord. He gets followed around by this veteran villainess who finds him interesting, so she just spends all her time just screwing with him.
Nice.
And then this is issue number 2, to where basically he gets invited to this, I guess you can call it a gala, where this organization that likes to recruit new heroes want to, of course, recruit them and then get them all in for a meeting and such. And so he hates them, but he's basically forced to go because of the villainess. And so it's obviously just gonna cause issues.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sorry, I was just responding. People keep asking me questions. Customer service is a big part of this. I don't know if you guys have had to deal with that, but it's like so many people don't get how crowdfunding works. I've had a lot of people tell me, yeah, I'll just wait till it's on your website. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. But tell us about your other one that's coming out while I do someone else is responding.
Yeah, for sure. So Stormer Riders, about all the fun, stylish funk. If you ever play Jet Set Radio or watch Ergo the anime, it's basically heavily inspired for that. So it's all about, these young adults going out there, spray painting stuff, fighting crew battles, and all that kind of fun. Just a overall real fun story. As after the main character gets robbed by the crew, he basically joins another crew to get it back. And it's all that kind of revenge gang style life.
Nice. Hold on. Keep talking while I do customer service.
Dude, what do you have for customer service? You don't even have a book out, dude.
They're asking about back. So we gotta understand. People are like, you raise this amount of money, and I'm like, oh yeah, you could buy the book. They're like, what? I'm like, what do you? But they don't know because that's the thing. I used to be confused by crowdfunding too. I thought people just threw money at it. I didn't realize that they were actually getting the product until someone explained. Until I finally was like, just unsub. What's the? Thank you, dude. He changes his name every time.
Not every time.
That's hilarious.
But I'm about to learn his name. I'm like, I finally got it, and then it's LEAICG4KGPTL. Like,
He's a man of taste.
he is a man of taste. Paul, what do you got for us on this beautiful day? Let's see.
Whoa, a new
Another
link.
Kickstarter. Okay, cool.
Yeah, another Kickstarter, June 12th. Launching it at 9:00
AM or PM?
PM
Wow.
on
Past my bedtime.
yeah. And then I usually do morning ones. And then this one's gonna be awesome. It's our new volume, Project Analysis, episode 4. It's gonna be 28 interior pages. There's gonna be 5 slots to be featured on a double page splash where we can have a custom character with you fighting Crimson Pain and his people. And then it's gonna be a kick-ass fucking story. We bring it to the next level. On this one. We get a little more fucked up, so it's just about bringing that realism to the next level and
Dude,
building
Crimson
the
Pain
characters.
was fantastic. I read so Paul. I've been listen. I knew Paul before it was cool, guys. So I was at Terrificon. I was at Terrificon. He was selling issue 0.
Yep.
And he somehow got me to his table and sold me the book through his silver tongue. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I bought it. And then I read it, and then next thing you know, issue 1's on Kickstarter, and I've been backer since the beginning. It's been great, man. And seeing he's putting, and because at the time I had already been writing Phenomenova. This is the same con that I met Billy Tucci at. This is the same con I met Graham Nolan at. So this is how long this has gone. And I've had this idea. I've been writing this, and finally I launched it. And this motherfucker is on issue how many? Well, I've been working on issue 1. That's the thing. You're like, I'm like, oh,
this is number 5 of Project Analysis because we did 0, 1, 2, 3. So
Wait, you're on 5?
yeah. So
Oh
that's
my
the thing.
goodness.
This man, in
On
the time I've
5?
been writing issue 1 of my series,
Hold
this
on.
man has released how many?
hold on, 5, and then we have a one-shot Crimson Pain that's been out. And then we have 2 issues of Omega 2090, which is our prequel series. It's going to be a 4-part miniseries. We'll have the next 2 come out next year. And basically, you get a full story with the first 2. They're both 28 pages each. Super awesome. But then we have episode 4 coming out this year. Bam. And then we have confirmed now. We have Imperium and Voltage one-shot. They're heroes that debut in this issue, and they get their own one-shot 28-pager. So that's going to be my 8th or 9th book. 8th or 9th. So, yes. Hopefully launch another one at the end of the year. It's just all depending on how everything goes. But, yeah, so a lot of cons. We're con-packed. I got 3 conventions next month. I think 3 in July and 2 in August. So we're pretty busy. And then with these Kickstarters, kick some ass. But yeah, 106 pre-launch followers. Want to get that up to 125. And I'm going to release the Corey Hampshire cover that we have for cover C because we only have 2 covers released right now. And, it's super exciting. I definitely think this is going to be the one. Our most backers we ever got on a single campaign was episode 3.
Really? Why is that? Why 3?
I don't know. I guess it was the end of volume 1. But excluding the one that's I've sold the most of online has been because we did a Kickstarter and a Indiegogo for the trade paperback, which collected all 4, and then they'll sell the most.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, trades. You want that? Like, I can't wait to get to the trade. Now, I'm an idiot, and I sold the 8-issue story arc. I wrote an 8-issue story arc, so God help me. But my goal is to get them out fast. I love that cover. Dude. I love the colors on your.
Yeah, they come out really good. Sometimes, actually, depending what cover, sometimes the colors are a little more vibrant in some of the books, just because my printer. But that just happens everywhere, I guess. But yeah, super cool, man. Super cool stuff.
So I want to point out that the Unsubathon is failing miserably. So Paul, I think my 700 subscriber special was rather mundane. But my 600 subscriber special, I go on my stream. I started up. and the chat has decided that they're going to unsubscribe. So by the time my 600 subscribers starts, I am under 600 subscribers the
It
entire
was lit.
Stream.
And how many do you have now?
821.
He waited. He gave himself
2.
Yeah, he gave himself a buffer.
Yeah,
That's
come
what I'm
on.
saying. I
Come
have
on,
all these
pussies.
subs, bro, and I don't fucking use it. But YouTube hates me right now because I never.
Dude,
uploaded
YouTube,
anything.
they don't. Yeah, all right. So one of the things I will tell you, you make TikToks, upload them as shorts.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been trying to do.
I'm just trying multiple 2-minute videos on all platforms and see what works out the best. After I get to episode 30, I'm gonna.
So
do
like
something
here, you know what? I could be transparent. I think I could pull up my analytics without.
I'm just doing it to
causing a
fucking
problem.
do it. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I know.
fuck it. I got free time.
Yeah, but and you'd be surprised. Like sometimes you get Twitter is very good, obviously very good for this stuff.
The one
Oh,
when I repost your campaign, I got like 2,000 views on that. Shit was lit.
Yeah, people seem to like. I don't know. My
Twitter's nice. TikTok was a mix, but I never uploaded real videos of me talking, anyways. Trying to get out that seller, you can like sell on TikTok now. There was all these people at C2E2 trying to like convince me to sell on TikTok, but then I verified wrong, so now I have to wait like until they fix it for me. But
So what do you mean you could sell through the app?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, but you have to verify, make an account. And I don't know, for some reason it just wanted to fuck up. So
Yeah,
waiting for them to
they're-
help me with that. But C2E2 was cool. I did my first C2E2. That was awesome. You
How
ever been?
was that fun? I
Yeah,
haven't been yet. All right,
It's just like a giant room. Like not even room. It's the whole convention center. It's like, but it's pretty epic. It's pretty epic.
So if I were to show my analytics right here, I'll just show some of it.
Table was a fuck ton though.
Shorts, see that? Most views,
I can't
most
see.
growth.
Blind.
Am I not? Yeah,
I'm old man.
Yeah, YouTube pushes shorts.
they do because they're trying to be
100%.
cool. They were trying to be like the cool kids.
Got it.
So I uploaded 3 today. I'm not sure how good that is.
How long
I
are the
upload-
videos?
To be fair, I also upload more shorts. I try and upload a short a day. So when it says I have this many videos, it's like I really don't. But then if you look at this video, I think because of my by the way, I do have a 2-hour plus Final Fantasy VII video essay. That is pretty epic, if I do say so myself. Caleb Reynolds, what's going on? Is Alex CRB is a real person? Yeah, you look dank in that picture, man. Caleb, it's always cool meeting people from the chat in real life too. Who have I met? No, none of the people in this. No, I haven't met Mike. I met Mega Man MG. If he's still here, Tomas has been my friend forever, so of course I met him. But yeah, I mean, Paul I've met in real life, but in terms of people from the chat, it's always interesting.
You met me in real life first.
Yeah, exactly. I met you
I
in
didn't
real
even do
life
Twitter
first.
when I met you.
Dude,
I
Twitter
get it.
sucks. You don't want to meet me in our real life? Oh no. All right, I'll take your word. I'll see you at Heroes Con. Yeah, Heroes Con is going to be. That is a great. Have you ever been to Heroes Con, Paul?
Mm-mm.
Which
Dude,
day is
that
that
is-
in?
One of the best because it's
What time-
all
what day
comic-
is it?
It's like Terrific. So Terrific Con and Heroes Con are two of the best cons. Very comic focused. It is next month.
What next month? Yeah, next month I have Brooklyn, Garden State, and
Garden State. What's in Garden State next month? Oh,
Garden State
shit,
Comic
that's
Fest.
right. I forget. I was gonna get a table, but that ended up my book isn't gonna be ready in time, so I'm not gonna get a table. My buddy Zach is gonna get a table.
Print your book.
I know. And next year I'm gonna have a whole booth, and I was gonna have a whole booth. Rini was gonna be at it, but it was like I wasn't gonna have my book in time. But I was gonna have like half my creative team was gonna be there. Like Bobby did the logo for my company, and he's doing something else. Jules was gonna be there. Zach was gonna be there. Rini was, but it just didn't. It didn't work. My stuff didn't come out in time, and
Trying to think what else I have.
you know, it happens. But listen, at least you'll get a good book. You know, I'm not gonna rush a good book. I actually saw Vaughn at Tucci's NYCC booth. He was eating chips, so I didn't say anything. I can't stand chip. Hang on. I can't tell if he's messing with me
That
because I
checks
was
out.
at Tucci's NYCC booth, but that's also public information.
Hershey Comic Con doing next
So I
month.
could have been that's a very likely story that happened. But also, anyone who watches me knows that I hung out with Billy.
It was Doritos, wasn't it?
All right. What year was it, Alex? I mean, LE. I don't know why I said Alex. Alex didn't do anything wrong. All right, LE. What year was it? Because there's only 1 year I could have been eating chips at Billy's booth.
Wait, you know that specific kind of information?
Yes, because this past year I was working the con, and if I'd sat at Billy's booth eating chips, my boss would have yelled at me. And did actually. Billy, like, so he got me in trouble this year because my love her to death, Renee Witterstater. Brief second, it was 20 shit. So that's wait, it was the last. So I couldn't have been there. I couldn't wait. I wasn't eating. Could I have? There's no way.
He wouldn't lie about that.
That's because it's a very specific story. But I don't. I'm trying because I don't. All right. So here's my experience with Billy at 2023 New York Comic Con. Okay, which Paul was there too. Nope,
Yes,
he
I
was there, and you were eating a bat. Was I? All right.
That's why your boss yelled at you.
No. My boss yelled at me because so Billy goes, Vaughn, come on, have it. It's almost the end of the show. I was can't care. It was Sunday. Sit down with me. I'm like, Billy, I'm gonna get yelled at. I'm gonna get yelled at if I sit with you. And he goes, no, it's okay, Vaughn. Dude. I'm like, all right, fine, Billy. So for like 2 seconds, I just stand there. I don't even sit down yet. I'm talking to Billy, and my boss is like, Vaughn, you get it.
That's awesome.
Billy was like, no, it's my fault. Billy,
Yeah, New York Comic Con was pretty fucking dope. I'm definitely excited to be back.
Yeah,
in
people.
October.
I heard people made money there this year.
You
But they
only
also
make
were-
money if you decide to say hello to someone.
That's what
the
I've learned.
best.
Yeah, which Billy
Yeah.
says hi to everyone. That's why he does well. You could tell that he's been working cons for years because that's why he's so. You have to be if you're doing that many
love it.
cons.
I can't
You
wait.
have to be. Which
I'm
I like.
booked out till fucking August. So
Which makes sense why all the older pros are like, yeah, man. Because I'm like, oh, why don't you come out and meet your fans? They're like, dude, I've met like fans for like this many years. You know,
They're
like
burnt
which I
out.
do. Yeah, they're like, okay, thanks. But I met Mike Barron was cool. I met Mike in person. He was fun. He was at the Rippaverse booth. I met Mike.
see, I would like to do that convention, but they're all like, you have to like email them and pay up front before they even accept you, and it's like weird. Like, and I'm not trying to get like a 2 month like you refund me. Not saying I wouldn't be accepted, but it's just like
Yeah.
a fucking waste of money.
We also
So,
got
like-
Pickers Loud and who was adjacent to you. Shit, he's right. He's right. Because here's the thing, I can't tell because the chat gaslights me sometimes. Wow, man, I didn't know. So are you in the New York area, or are you just? I
You're
forget. Didn't he
Comic-Con's
say it's
all
Long
day.
Island? Dude, we were all hanging out. It was me, Cecil, and Billy Tucci, John's Longbox, and a few people from chat were hanging out at for Free Comic Book Day, which is a lot of fun. That was fun.
You should ask Billy and be like, yo, you should have Paul on your show because he.
I should. I could ask
should.
him. I could ask Niles.
You should plug for me. They leave me on
could.
red. They leave me on red. I'll say it on this.
All right.
But I'm persistent. I'm persistent. Now
Yeah, I
everyone's
know
gonna
you're
get this. I'm gonna give you more advice. This is my second droplet.
Oh, that's good.
I sometimes message people 4 fucking times in a row, and the 4th time they fucking answer.
Yes, I do that too. Because, like, for example, people are always like, "Oh, you could annoy people." It's like, yeah, but I'd rather people know. Like the people, like there's some guy on TikTok that asked me to review something for him, and I totally forgot about it. I had to write it down a year ago. If he had kept messaging me, I would have been like, "Yes, I will review your book." But he kept forgetting, and then it just slipped my mind. But like you need to really like get on, and it's okay to do that because people, especially creatives, they're hardworking. So yeah, like Billy will do that. I'll message him a few times, like, "Hey, can I get a quote from you?" "Yeah." "Can I get a quote from you?" "Yeah." And then finally he's like, "Yeah, all right, fine. Here's a quote."
No, he was super nice. I met him in I think Baltimore Comic Con.
He's very nice. He says yes to everyone, so that's often why he's like. Because I asked him, I was like, "Oh, can you do a cover for me?" Like last time I was talking, he was like, "God, you have to do so many covers for people," because he says yes to everyone. Like
hey, dude, it's pay to play, bro.
Yeah.
And everyone wants work. It's not like
Yeah.
It's like that's
No, it is a
problem.
good thing.
You know, a lot of people like even my guys, like one of my people that does one of my books, I don't want to say, he's gonna be on Superman.
Ooh.
You know,
Oh, wait,
which is
someone
so
else?
cool.
Someone else said that they lost their guy to Superman. I'm wondering if it's the
No,
same
no,
guy.
I didn't lose my guy. They love me. Everyone in my book
No,
will
I don't
never
mean
stop
that.
doing my book.
I'm
Fuck
s-
that.
But I'm
Fuck
saying, like Hojo's guy, I think went to do Superman at DC. That was
Nice.
well, she was
That's
like,
so
holy
cool.
because at first he was like, he told me because he was like, and it's a mix because it's like sad you're losing him, but it's also like now he could advertise and be like, yeah, my guy before he did that and did this, you know, which is
Episode
always
0 is Brian Valenza. This guy's on everything. He's doing the new Wolverine book coloring too, you know?
nice.
Like, but he did episode 0. He done Star Wars, Spider-Man. It looks awesome. And he's
awesome.
so busy. I see his shit. He has like 50 fucking
Paul, you have a website, right?
projectanalysis.com. We ship everything right to your door. We got trades. We got a bunch of cool stuff. I usually ship on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but if I'm free, I just drop them off every day.
So Paul has complete books for you guys, which is always good. So
Yeah, always shipping. I go multiple times. I also do an eBay thing where I flip books, so it's like I'm always there anyways.
That's
And
awesome.
then, yeah, it's great, man. I'm really grateful. Last time I was on, I was running gyms, and now I do this full time. So
Oh, you do full time now? Congrats, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for since March. It's weird, you know.
Because I
It's
remember
like,
asking you to start with, I'm like, how do you do it? And you're like, yeah, I run 11 gyms. I'm like, ah, shit.
yeah, I made a lot of money doing that stuff, but I'm just like the cost reward. I just want to be all in. Like I wasn't writing.
And how old are you?
26.
Fuck you.
I wasn't writing.
You do it.
I wasn't writing as much, and like now I got Project Analysis 36 scripts on lock. I just was writing volumes these last 2 weeks
Dude, I
Like-
got to get back to that because I've just been promoting nonstop.
because I can't write anything else. Like I have like other things like that I want to do. Like I have a book with a former WWE wrestler coming out. Can't release that yet, but once we have some concept art design, I'm gonna post it.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Every time I'm feeling good about myself, someone else has done more than me. That's
No, dude, 11K is awesome.
I know.
11K
No,
is
listen,
so
11K felt very good. I remember on my first stream,
First campaign 11K.
like Rini had to talk
Exactly,
some
you
sense into
fucking
me because
filthy bastard.
on my launch stream, I was like, oh man, I only made 3K. She's like, only? I'm
Dude,
like,
11K
yeah.
is dope.
Yeah,
Like,
Rini was like, Vaughn, you did very well. Like, what are you talking? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I did. And yeah, no,
Like, Ron,
11K.
I hope you understand that you made at least half what a McDonald's worker make a year.
That's a good way of looking at it. Well, here's the thing:
Yeah.
you don't make the money you raise, and this is an important distinction, isn't what you make, but still, I got quite a few backers today, man. Like,
and
I got.
long as the book is good, it's gonna be double the next time.
That's why I put so much effort
Yeah.
into it. Yeah,
You
that's
have
why I
to,
put so
you
much
know?
effort into it.
'Cause then
And issue 2 has to be good as well. And
Mhm.
then, listen, if I have a bad issue like that's like 7 or whatever, that'll be fine. Which
there's
is
no
not.
such thing as a bad issue in a extent of like realistically, like what everyone like thinks. Like, yeah, I say my scripts are locked 36. So originally Project Analysis was 6 scripts, then it went to 12, then it went to 18, still meeting that endpoint. And I kind of just rewrote the endpoint again. There's no deadline. Like there is a deadline now that you're like funding, but like you can decide to release it whenever the fuck you want. And it could be like 2 weeks before and you can change dialogue if you don't think it's good.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm realizing. I'm close. By the way, we have 56 pages inked, 43 last time I checked, colored. But I think we're about to get further than
And who are you
that.
printing with?
I don't know if I can say because it was a friend of mine gave me that printer, and I'm not sure. She told me like hush hush. I don't know because I think people get protective with their printers. All right, she kind of gave it away, so I'm probably using Rini's printer, but yeah.
Just throws it right under the bus, right at
Well,
it.
but I didn't say her, but she didn't say the name of her printer on air, as far as I know.
Mm.
I mean, you're making a little bit of feedback there. I was thinking, why you some kind of fed or something?
We
A lot of
we
it-
know the printer that she had problems with.
I love Mixum. That's what I use.
Well, right,
That's
that guy from Newcastle. Did you catch him doing the street takeover? What's that?
How much are you selling the books after you print from Indiegogo? Like, if I pick up your book, you're at a table. How much are you selling it for?
Ready for this, boys? All right. Well, here my plan is this. So
So
the
you-
real reason why I had mini prints is because that's campaign. If you back on the campaign, inherently you're getting something. So
How much did I pay for a cover?
I don't know how much did you pay. What did you
I
pay?
bought cover A. I bought cover A.
All right, so then that's $20. That's what you'll
Okay.
get if you get it in person, but you won't get the mini print. You won't get it first. which is incentive enough for me.
So you'll sell. So on the back, you're gonna write 20 on it. Are you
On
gonna
the
get
back?
an ISBN?
I guess so. I mean, Bobby's going to be the one designing the back cover, so that's his job.
Nice.
But well, I do have to approve it, so it'll be 20 on the back. Yeah, but then the variant covers are campaign exclusive. So if I print any extras, I'll make that shit like 50.
How many?
that's
you're
smart.
gonna print of each cover?
Slightly more than how many I sell on the campaign. Slightly more. And even then, probably not that many more because I'm going to be giving some like obviously Rini is going to get comp copies of her cover. Sukeisha is going to get comp copies of hers. Jules is going to get comps. And there is another cover. You know what? I'll announce it. You know, it's my 800 subscriber special. My last cover artist has been on the show many times. You know, I'll have you guys. Let's see who can guess who my cover artist is going to be. I'll give you a hint. He's been on my streams a lot, but he's never been on Vaughn Coleman Presents. Who's my last cover artist?
You're asking me?
Everyone, including chat.
Oh, I have no fucking idea, dude.
Has Bobby been on Vaughn Coleman Presents?
No.
Well, that'd be my guess.
No.
Your boy
Zach has
Zach.
been on Vaughn Coleman. I do want to get Bobby to do a cover, but he's going to be doing the 20K stretch goal. If we hit 20K, Bobby will do a trading card of Golden Gallant. No, it is not. Zach has also been on Vaughn Coleman Presents. It's not. But Zach, if you want that free mini print, you back the campaign. Paul, how much is your book on Kickstarter versus in person?
The trades I did 30. I do 50 at cons. On my
What
website.
about
Oh,
single
so you
issue?
bump yours up.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I actually made the trade first, and then I put it on. Like I printed them already. Like I already had them all. But I just did like an extra cover for the Kickstarter. I have everything made. Like when we launch on June 12th, the book's done. Like the only thing that we're gonna have to throw on are the letters. So it's pretty much that. So
how much is your book?
I sell single issues for 10. Episode 0 is 5, and then the trades are 50.
And that's universal, or was that the same on Kickstarters? What was
Kickstarter? The trades are less, and then
What about single issues?
The single issues are always going to be $10.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so I'm doing the right moral thing. That's what, because Rini was telling me, she's like, I charge more in person. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm just giving bonuses for the
I
crowd.
thought of that, but at the same time, the only time I change the price is if my Kickstarter Indiegogo ends, I put like the single issues a little more. Like Crimson Pain's $15 on my website. Like it also gives you an incentive to like, hey, back my fucking Kickstarter. So if you do buy it after, I do get like 10, 20 of them that buy the 15 like a couple weeks after. But it's just like a little difference, and some people will notice and some people won't.
Gotcha.
But I want to make it easy as cons. A lot of people at cons charge their books high, or way too low. Like you sell.
All right, so what's your ideal? Because you sell like crazy at cons. What's your ideal selling point?
$10 is nothing.
Shit. All right, because my first issue is $20, which I didn't want to do, but it's also $64.
But I know guys that do 25. But I'm trying to.
I'm
sell
not doing 25. It's not an odd. Well, it is literally an odd number, but that's why I was like variant covers would be 25. Main issue, I just want to be a crisp 20. All right, I gotta take a piss. You guys hold down the show.
Yeah, I know like there's a con I'm planning on doing later this year, and for like the longest time I've been pounding my head thinking to myself, okay, what can I do for prices? Because at one point I want to make it so that there's a point to actually back into Kickstarter, because they're the one who actually threw money behind you. On the other point, it's like, okay, it's a con. People want to spend no money on a bunch of stuff. So if I make it too high, they might just be like, okay, they might not buy it because it's like, okay, they don't want to spend all the money for one book out of convention. So I'm just kind of thinking to myself, so I just make it the same prices, but it's just a book, and just a lot of thinking.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it can't be any lower. Minimum, it has to be the same price. I think it's okay to bump it a couple bucks if it's a good, really good book.
Yeah, as long as the quality is good, but there's, and that's what varies too. I also see people that charge low and high, and the quality's not there.
Right.
And I personally won't buy it. I didn't read all the Marvel and DC stuff for a while. So when I was walking around, I had I go earlier to the shows, and I got Venom Volume 1 from Ryan Stegman, and like I never read that, so like that's where my $30 was going, and of course that trades less in the stores, but you got to think of those two for people.
Yeah,
wow,
you got
a bunch of fake fans here. No one's figured it out.
You got to be careful because, like, I have seen, like, even some high-profile cases where after the campaign ends, then the books end up somewhere else for way cheaper.
For first, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna do, like, if being honest, my comic campaign is more of a pre-order campaign than a crowdfund campaign. That being said,
exactly.
So they didn't really. If it was funding the books, that would be different. But that being said, the main, like, I'm keeping the especially the variant covers, and I plan on selling all the other stuff for the price that I ordered. At least if the print, like, so what Jimmy Palmiotti did, for example, he said he was gonna do like lower print qualities probably for the issues that he sold on Kickstarter. I don't know my exact plan. I won't pretend that I know everything going on, but I will say I don't plan on selling lower than what I did at the campaign. But even then, the people that backed, they got it first. And the variant covers won't be lower because they won't exist after the campaign. But I don't plan on going lower with my comics, really. Maybe, at least not for now. Like, maybe I'll do a free digital later, like what Narwhal did with the first. But, like, that wouldn't be for a while.
Right.
For a while.
The only way you could get away with doing it cheaper, in my opinion, without damaging potential future sales, is to make a reduced cost version where the book itself is a cheaper print.
You got it. All right. No, this is important because Alex backs everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like, I've seen, just as an example, I have seen books that end up in stores. Like, you get the premium graphic novel and you're paying, $25. And then you see these floppies show up in stores, but you're not mad because it's a floppy. It's, cheaper paper.
And they got it later than you.
And they got it later. Correct. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's like there's all these factors, and maybe, I don't know, you don't want to end up losing those sales, because I've actually told people, I'm like, oh, you're going to put it on Amazon for cheaper than I paid for it. Well, then next time, if I back the book again, maybe I'll just wait for the cheaper Amazon release.
That's a good point. All right. So see, this is the stuff, and this is why it's so important to talk to potential backers. I mean, I wasn't going to do that anyway, because I know
you weren't going to do that.
Well, especially because Alex would kill me. But even that, I wouldn't. Elon Mudd, what's Elon? If you want the link, you can let me know if you want to come out.
Yeah, I do heard that the Amazon version of books are slightly lower quality than what you can get at printers, though.
Yeah, at least that's why I do a trade. I'd wait. Well, because the thing is, the trade is a bit of a distance away. So I think what I do.
You need 120 pages, bro.
I think I'll make a cheaper digital version. Like, I want to make that the cheapest option.
Yeah.
Especially because the problem was, so it was a double-edged sword having a big issue 1. So big issue 1 was because I wanted to, there's so many issue 1s that are forgettable in comics in general, not just crowdfunding. I wanted it to be like, you're in with issue 1. Like, what do you get? Like, because if you look, also part of my, I don't know if it was in hindsight or what, I really, in all honesty, I just wrote what was right for the story. But also, in like, for comparables, like, so New Mutants first appear in New Mutants graphic novel, and then they appear. Excalibur issue 1 is not the first issue. It's Excalibur, A Sword is Drawn, which is like a little graphic novel, which is like 64 pages. So both of those started in like graphic novels and then went on. So that was my mentality.
I thought the same exact thing.
Yeah. I
did 20 pages, and then episode 1 was 40. Yeah, 40.
Oh, was episode 1? Oh, episode 1 was
40. Okay, yeah, because I wanted it to be $10. And then I thought, like, I didn't know Kickstarter existed. I didn't know any of that shit existed.
Oh, wow. You just went all out to start with that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So then I saw after that, like, because I was like, yo, I need to be able to sell these at 10, because I had to sell hundreds at a convention.
Yeah. You realize how many you have to sell. And at first you're like, yeah, I could sell 1,000 copies. And then you realize, like, how many people that actually is.
That's why I gotta.
And so-
That's why you gotta be always pushing. I was at Free Comic Book Day just selling fucking books, for a couple hours. Dude, I went to like this random
Yeah, we were in New
foodie
Jersey. Where
hall.
was it? Because I might have been.
I go to Fortress of Solitude. It's in Newark. It's a great store. They're
Okay.
super awesome. Jose's the owner. His family runs it.
I had because new comic book day. I was going to go to either a mall with Sean Arendt, Mark Polton, all of them were at, and Chris Graves. They were at one, and I was going to, but then I ended up going to Long Island with Billy Tucci, Cecil. But either way, I had good plans, so that was a lot of fun. I hope we all hang out at the same one next year. JBot, sub panel, sub chat, how you doing? Elon, if you want the link, I'm gonna send Elon the link. Where did I just delete the Twitter?
So I have a
tab?
question, Vaughn.
Yes.
What did you like about Crimson Pain? Because I didn't ask you. I was
Yeah.
waiting for the
So I have to separate the art from the artist in this one. I don't like the writer. No, I'm kidding.
Yo, you suck. You fucking suck.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Dude, let
kidding.
me look up this. Let me look up this fucking loser's name.
Yeah. The
Paul
writer is a scumbag.
Paul
No.
Thayer?
Yeah, what an asshole. No, all right, no, and I'll no, you know what I liked? I liked Crimson Pain is a really interesting character. I like what's up. I'm gonna send, I'll send the link in chat again. People who want in, come on
Vaughn
in.
can't multitask.
Yeah, I need to get better at that. So I liked I have the issue somewhere around here, might even be behind me, but I liked one of the things I like is you create characters that even if you're not going to keep them around, I'm trying to not spoil stuff. They look like mainstay characters is one thing I like.
Oh, like who he fights in there?
Yeah.
It's okay.
So,
We
like,
can fucking spoil it.
yeah. Yeah. And one other thing, Crimson Pain, even though I don't know his full motivations, you gave me just enough where
Gets
you
a little
don't
better,
spoil anything with
right?
the series.
Yeah.
You
You're
gave
like,
me
"He's
just
a
enough
piece of
where it's
shit."
like you don't explain a lot, but you give me enough where I'm like, there's something to this guy. And there always was, but it was more like, I have reasons. And I'm like, I know, Paul, I want to know. Because it's like, and this is the closest I got to empathizing with the character while still thinking he's a piece of shit. I liked that it was fast paced, that immediately it's like, we know, especially because I know, having read issue 0, this guy is someone not to be messed with. So it's really interesting going back and feeling like that. It's almost like a horror villain where it's like, oh shit, he's here. And you have seeing heroes react to him that we haven't seen before is really cool. I think that you got to the point pretty quickly while also allowing build up for this character. I like that how self-contained the issue was.
Yeah.
It was weird because the art style when I was down for it, but it was very different. But quickly I adapted to it.
It's the Evan G who does all my back covers. That's he.
Really? It was the same artist?
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that because it looks very different from your back cover.
Yeah. Well, he went fucking super ham on. But realistically, we were just going back and forth, and I had this story, but like I really couldn't put it in as project analysis because we're already there. I hate doing fucking flashbacks like that. Like when I do a flashback, I want it to be like the flashback of why Crimson Pain's a piece of shit, and you do get that eventually. Yeah, it was super cool. I love the action. With stories, like you said, you're like, yeah, you want to put as much as in episode 1 as possible. Personally, I think every comic book needs a beginning, middle, and end. At least something needs to be fixed or something needs to happen. I hate when I pick up a fucking book from a store and like you just like barely get shit or you just get too much of shit. Like, but it's not like
that's why I smashed my first 3 issues together because I was like, dude, I don't want people to be like, hey, the story kind of starts next time. Like, I'd be like,
but that's every one. And there's some books that are great at doing that. You're always like, okay, we got a little bit, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to keep
a mix
the movie
of both. It's a mix of
forward.
Full story and a mix of yours is very
want trades.
Yours is very much their threat is contained. That doesn't mean that the overall threat is contained, but there is Project Analysis has a mission. Boom. This is the mission start to finish, and then the next issue is going to continue. There's a grander mission, but there's always smaller ones. So you saying that makes sense with your writing style.
Yeah. So Project Analysis, secret classified team meant to kill off all the supervillains. In the last episode of Project Analysis, everyone knows they exist. They're alive, you know, and superheroes have been dead for like 3 years. So no, 4 years. They've been dead for 4 years. So like for them to see that, I take a lot of different perspectives on, you know, like how would people react? Like it's the same thing on how we react to politics or how we react to war. I'm trying to do things like that because these people should be the last people that are going to be posters of, and they're going to be the people now that the government has to switch. And it's a very different perspective now because Omega, who wants to kill everything in his path, is now going to be having to do press conferences and look like, you know, a human, which is the cost and reward. And a big thing too that we start dealing with is like my whole book is fatalities and death. It's just fucking who could die the fastest. Some characters are reacting totally okay to that. And in this issue, which I teased, some characters are not going to be like sleeping or like they're sick or they have like PTSD from this. They're like brutally murdering people on a day-to-day basis. And that does something to the brain. So I'm definitely going to be working on that. And then a return kind of in a way happens in this book, which I wanted to post a picture of the person, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'll show it to you. But yeah, I'm fucking ready, man. I can't wait for episode 4.
Someone just sent me a cover quality. It's not done yet, but soon to be cover quality art contest submission. Holy shit. Dude, the art contest has been great, man. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you got in store. It's really cool.
Yeah, did you see my so the variant cover? We got the lead artist from the Ripperverse, Igor, on that.
Really? Yeah, Igor has been liking my stuff a lot. He seems really cool.
Yeah,
he's
really?
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. So we did a kick-ass one. I don't know. Let me see if I could fucking.
I met Eric in person at MegaCon. He was super cool to me. Really nice guy. There we go. Yeah, I've met Eric. Who else? You know what's? I worked with Chuck, but I've never met Chuck. I've met Mike. Mike was really cool. He's been on my show like 3 times or twice. No, I think I've had him on 3 times. Forgot. Mike is great. Yeah, Mike, I've got signed a bunch of my stuff. If you guys haven't read any of his Punisher stuff, it's very good.
What was the Punisher book called?
Just Mike Barron's run. So Mike, so there was, you know how like the Punisher first appeared in Spider-Man? So it was like there's the limited 5-issue series, Circle of Blood, is by Stephen Grant. And then immediately once they started an unlimited, like an ongoing Punisher series, the first writer they got on was Mike Barron. So he's like pretty instrumental in Punisher's history. He also did Nexus, which he offered he'd send me the full run. So I got to accept that.
It's a shame. Shame what they did to the Punisher.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not happy about. Mike Barron. Yeah, what they've done to the Punisher. Oh my god, dude. By the way, I've never said anything. I didn't even know who this new Punisher writer was. He's blocked me on Twitter. I never said a word to him.
Funny you said that.
Did he block you?
Yeah, I wrote him a nice review and he blocked me after. You know, I usually only write positive. I only write positive reviews, and I was like, Punisher, cool, liked it, and I was like 4 out of 5 stars. And then I clicked on the account.
You didn't give him the 5th star.
And I was like, I'm blocked. Never bought the book again. Told 10 people not to buy it. You know,
yeah, dude.
Get the fuck out. Why are you blocking me?
I barely block. I'll mute people. I barely block. I blocked like 2 people. And it's like you have to do some really bad shit to make me block you. Or just be Twitter, exceptionally annoying.
I DM'd you on Twitter both covers for episode 4 if you want to show them.
Let me see this shit.
Ooh.
So we have some to show off. So cover A is from Sammy Marquise, who does episode 2, 3, Omega 2091 and 2.
Oh, yeah, he did great. Ooh,
episode 4.
These are good.
Wait,
this is a face reveal of Crimson Pain?
He has a face reveal in episode 2.
Oh, am I stupid? All right.
No, it's 2 pages. It's quick, you know. Right. But it's just bad. I've been holding on this image for a minute. Like a minute. You know.
Here we go.
Let's go. Well, that's cover B. That's
Cover B.
Igor and Prasad.
That's really
We
good.
have the two new characters, Voltage and Imperium. So that's who's going to get the one shot on top. And then to the left is Hybrid, our healer, who's basically, our healer who heals only himself, and he's super badass, and he's basically like James Bond level, fighter. And then we have Omega, who's our leader of Project Nemesis with his purple energy. He's almost full Goku mode. He's getting there.
Nice.
And I love that cover. I thought it was so badass. I always wanted to make a guy with a giant fucking arm. It's in the future. Why are we not having a guy with a giant?
Doomfist.
And then
Did
you have that other cover?
Did you play Overwatch?
No, someone said that to me, and I found out after. But he has a lava fist. It's different.
Okay.
And then there's Crimson Pain holding the head of Odysseus.
This one's cool.
Legally distinct.
Yeah, so
It's Mortal Kombat. Yes.
So
well, you are open about Mortal Kombat being an
yeah. So Project Nemesis in the year 2090, a speedster named Crimson Pain kills off all the heroes in existence. So the government makes a super enhanced team to fight off the rebellion. It's super action packed. There's no multiverse or do-overs. So when a kill happens like this in my book, that's it. So that happened in episode 0. And I wanted to put it as the cover because I think it's badass and I know it'll pop. Definitely at the cons too. I'd pick that up. And the whole point is like the fatality aspect. Like I love Mortal Kombat. And I definitely think that that's how it would really be in real life. Like if superheroes were fighting, like who wouldn't go that ham? So he goes that ham.
It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, you do stuff that's really interesting with the superhero genre.
All the time people are like, hey, like, do you want to do like a thing where it's not cursing and blood? But I'm just like, that's the whole point. It is cursing and blood, So like,
it's funny because we cover each other's ground because I'm not there. Well, I might do that eventually, but like I'll take because people would ask me, they say you should do more brutal with heroes. I'm like, I think there's going to be a lot of people doing that anyway.
Now, I would want to, but like
not for this series. Like having read it, you don't do that for your series. It makes sense that it's that way. Like
I definitely think Imperium Voltage is way lighter. It's drawn different, but it's still these characters can still die. There's still blood in it. Like it's like I do think I eventually want to make a specific character for that, but no, Omega's always going to be Omega. I can't have him being A, B, C at the front cover. Like fuck that, dude.
I do want to show some mine, but first, Michael says, I love Mortal Kombat. Yeah, me too. Hang on, let me put Paul up here. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat. Sorry, I'm just no particular order, just so because they have cameras on. Dude, all right, everyone give me your favorite Mortal Kombat characters, your mains. So, like, I like Liu Kang, Kung Lao.
No, main new game?
I haven't played 11. I never got 11.
Big fan.
I'm a real fan. I just
Sub-Zero is my main and my new one. My old one was Noob.
Noob? Oh, wait, so do you like Bihan or Kuai Liang better?
In the new one, it doesn't matter. It's so the new one.
It's a new.
The second right? Sub-Zero, the guy who turns into. I don't actually know.
The first. All right. So the first. So. All right.
No, he's Scorpion in this one.
What?
Yeah. So one Scorpion and both Sub-Zeros. One Sub-Zero and one Scorpion, but they're both.
So then who's Scorpion?
I don't know which one. You could.
No, but I'm saying okay because Hanzo Hasashi is supposed to be Scorpion.
He's not in it because basically, like Liu Kang is the god, and he basically takes out all the bad guys from the world because he's a piece of shit, and like they were never existed, or like they do exist, but they're like Quan Chi was just like a merchant, like he's not like actually.
That's weird. All right, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. So, I never played MK11, but that's really interesting. Scorpion. Okay, you're a Scorpion guy. Tomas, my buddy Tomas said I mean smoking MK9, but I fucking stuck.
Yeah, it was
Scorpion. I never had a main. I was more of a Street Fighter guy myself.
Someone else in chat said that we'll get to that. But Raicho, yeah, he would beat the shit out of me in Raicho, and he didn't even own the game. He'd beat me at my house, and it made me feel really bad about myself because he'd barf on me and fart on me, and he'd win. But yeah, so all right, because Bihan, so if Bihan is like the first one, who's Noob Saibot and then Sub-Zero. What about you, Alex? Do you like Mortal Kombat? Your profile picture.
Yeah, like back in the day, like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3.
Gotcha.
So
Who
if you
was your
go back
favorites?
that Sub-Zero.
Notice how almost everyone's favorite characters originated in those games, except for
Well-
Kenshi. I feel like everyone agrees that Kenshi is like the best post 1, 2, and 3 character.
Yeah, I think
Kenshi
you are
is
going to
fucking
see a
awesome.
lot of that. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
animated
genius,
show,
bro.
the movies that they did like 4 of them. They're really good.
I've only
too.
done. Oh, they're at 4. I saw the first one. I thought it was decent.
They had Scorpion, they had another one, and then they had the Sub-Zero one. They just did Johnny Cage.
Okay, the first one I thought was decent. I didn't love the art style, but I did like
Dude,
things about
stop
it.
being a hater, dude.
No, but I liked it though. I did end up liking.
I like everything. I like everything.
I know. I
X-Men
was
tonight,
supposed to
are you
be playing
watching?
Kenshi's- I have to start it. I haven't watched it yet.
Fake fan, dude.
Fake fan. You wanna call me-
Dude.
I've read over 100
Fan.
issues of X-Men.
Nah, exactly.
Like-
I don't know why.
I
you
don't
just
know
wanna-
Bro,
either.
those are
I do-
rookie
or-
numbers. You
I
gotta
don't
step
have-
it up.
What are you talking? All right, so I've read 90.
They're literally taking panels and it's like from the book.
No, I know. Because listen, I've heard they put a lot from Claremont. Like I know they did Trial of Magneto, Inferno, which are 2 of my favorite storylines. Life, Death, and other. So I am going to watch it. A friend of mine has Disney Plus, and we're gonna watch it together because I don't have Disney
Animated
Plus.
Batman was better. I said it.
Well, then the original animated X-Men. The X-Men the animated series, and I'll say this: I know it's nostalgic, but dude, the animation is so bad.
Yeah.
The
It's so
X-Men's bad. The old one. The new one's fucking awesome.
No, the new one, the art style looks better.
Nah.
Although what they did to Rogue is unforgivable.
Yeah. Not only
Yeah.
that, but like
this
it's
department.
like it's okay. So here's the problem.
But I'm still gonna watch it though.
Yeah, it's there's a like if your basis for comparison is anime, which is where I'm coming from, it's like
Yeah.
it's good. It's good for an American show, like
It's
by miles.
so good.
Yeah.
There's
I
nothing.
need to-
The only thing that's up there that's animated from is Invincible.
I
That's the only
haven't seen
competition.
season 2 yet, but what I liked about X-Men, well, yeah, so I do want to watch it because it looks like they're doing a lot of my favorite storylines. I mean, because Claremont's run, they do Trial of Magneto.
They did an episode where Magneto just goes fucking full god mode, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. We haven't
I
had
know,
anything like
'cause
that in forever.
what I don't understand, because I'm interested, it's interesting that people finally know who Madeline Pryor is, because she.
No idea who she was though. Sorry. Like
No, I know it's okay. I didn't either until I was reading the comics. I was like, "What?"
I was
Madeline
like,
Pryor
why did they
is
say
such
she's
a.
Jean Grey's son?
So she, all right. So Madeline Pryor in the comics is a clusterfuck. Madeline Pryor was the result of a lot of editorial changes and a lot of ideas that were like yes, but also no. So all right. Do you guys know the ending of Dark Phoenix Saga is an iconic? Well, let's just put it this way. Okay, so Cyclops needs a new girlfriend, so they create Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor is basically Jean Grey, but not. And there's this whole storyline where it's back and forth, and it's like Cyclops is like, you could be Jean, but like reincarnated. And then they're like, no, she's not. But she has a striking resemblance to Jean. Everyone notices, and they go, oh, but she just happens to be. That's the ultimate conclusion of the arc. And there's this villain named Mastermind who's making everyone paranoid and thinking that there's a connection when there isn't one, right? So, Uncanny X-Men issue 175, Cyclops gets married literally 7 issues after meeting this chick. He gets married to her.
Nice.
Okay, that's weird. That's really weird because Chris Claremont is the master of the slow burn. So I personally think that was not his best writing, although the issue where they get married is great. I'm like, what the 7 issues? Like, really? That's all it took? He got married? After all, but anyway, so he gets married to her. They have a kid together not long after the trial of Magneto. And then editorials like Jim Shooter is like, all right, we're bringing Jean Grey back. And Chris Claremont was like, what? Like, I just got him married and has a kid with like the Jean Grey knockoff. What do you mean? I can't bring her back. And they're like, too bad. We already brought her back. All right, now you got to. And then they're writing another. They had other writers come in and make it where Cyclops leaves his wife to go on a team with Jean. And it was like, what the fuck? Like, you can't do that. And
I mean, he obviously did. But
yeah. So, well, Chris Claremont, because I was talking to Chris Claremont's son about this actually, because he said that Louise Simonson, who was his editor, goes, Chris, they made us do this. We have to adapt to it. We have to figure out how we're gonna like make Cyclops. So the reason why people hate Cyclops to this day, I firmly believe, is based on this editorial decision that they were like, Jean is back, and we make him leave. Chris Claremont didn't have anything to do with, from my understanding, that decision at all. It was Bob Layton wrote that issue. John Byrne did the one where they brought her back. Jim Shooter was the one who shoehorned that decision. So then they're like, okay, what the hell do we do with Madeline Pryor now? She's shit. So then they have her like die, but not really. She gets assassinated, but then they don't really like check on the body. I don't know why. Like this guy's name is Scalp Hunter. Like he just shoots her in an alleyway. He's like, all right, bye. And then she ends up recovering, right? And then she ends up like fake dying again. It's really complicated, but then for some fucking reason she gets pissy because she sees now that she's like fake dead in the eyes of Cyclops. They like Cyclops thinks she died, so it goes back to fucking Jean, and she sees this on national television, and she gets pissed off and makes a deal with the demon to sacrifice her child to
Yeah, they didn't do none of that in the shit.
What did they do? Yeah,
fucking fire.
It was like this was over 50 issues of like content. Basically,
Nah, we got 2 episodes.
Because you could just tell the writers were like, "What the fuck do we do with this character?" So they just made her go insane. And because basically it was like she was fake dead, and then Cyclops was like, "All right, I guess I'll go back to fucking Jean," and she's like, "Fuck you!" And then she found out she was a clone by Mr. Sinister the whole time. So they went through all this effort to prove she wasn't a copy, and then she was one.
What's Mr. Sinister's powers? Being a piece of shit.
I don't fucking all right. So I've read his first appearance. I've read a lot of stuff. So his whole thing is Mr. Sinister shows up and basically just goes, "Yeah, Cyclops, I manipulated you your whole life. I created your fake wife. Fuck you." And then when they start fighting, he just starts throwing powers out of nowhere. Like he'll throw lightning, no explanation for it. He'll like put people in a bubble, and then you just kind of go, "Oh, okay." So I have no idea. I think he just because he clones stuff. I think he just
Bro, he was like going in shadows. He was like
I don't know,
like demons.
I think he gave because he's not a mutant. Canonically, he's not a mutant.
Fucking attacks you.
So Cyclops. So apparently it was. I don't know. I asked Chris what his original plan was. It was like he was like it doesn't matter anymore. Like he's so depressed because he's like they just took it away from him. But like, Mr. Sinister in the original comics, because you could tell Chris was not even close to being done with this character. But from what I've read, Mr. Sinister, so we know he's a geneticist, and it's never established if he's a mutant or not early on. Later, they established he isn't, and that Apocalypse helped give him some powers, and because he's a geneticist, he gave him
Oh, God. So complicated.
He is from his inception, Mr. Sinister is a ridiculously complicated character.
All I asked was his powers. We're going on a journey right now.
Dude, I don't know. I've read the comics. I read the original comics. He just pulls shit out and you just kind of have to accept it. They don't tell you. He just does shit. He's a geneticist. You kind of have to go, okay, I guess he got these from this. I don't. All right, so let me pull. So in Inferno, like when he finally shows up, because at first he's like, like he's like a mustache twirling villain, or without a mustache.
What
when he shows up, he just starts doing shit with no explanation.
What they do cool also in the show is they have a guy that like shapeshifts, and they turned him into the Hulk in the last one. That was pretty cool. And he like has the powers. Yeah, but he has their powers, and they show Captain America. I definitely see them like. And if you go on Disney Plus, Multiverse Saga, it's in the tab. I don't know why they're including it with that shit, but
yes. So like here, he just kind of throws shit. Like I don't know what this bolt is, but he just does it. No explanation.
Awesome.
He just does this. No explanation. Like his first fight scene, he just does like a random grab bag of abilities, and you're just like, oh, okay. Like he just does shit, and you just kind of have to. That's what Mr. Sinister. I asked my friend.
What book is that?
Inferno. So this is where Madeline Pryor. This is right after Madeline Pryor dies. Because she goes like ape shit. So like example like this. Like what the fuck is he doing a rogue in this panel? I don't know. He just does it.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I have literally excited. He just does whatever purple energy thing he has. He just kind of does it, and it's like okay.
Based.
Oh, or this, he breaks out, so he's also strong, and then he shields stuff. And then he also can create a bubble. I don't, and then
I
he
thought
creepily kisses Jean Grey when she's clearly not into it.
They have this android dude. Who's
I
the
think my
villain.
favorite part is that when he jumped up and said his sinister time and then used his sinister way.
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Sinister is like, because I asked people like Mr. Sinister, but he's also apparently, from what I understand, he's one of those characters that's just every time he shows up, shit gets really complicated.
I don't know, man. You're kind of selling it. I want this to be a movie now.
I love him. Look, I love him. He is one of the coolest character designs. Mark Silvestri, God bless him. He designed the Goblin Queen and Mr. Sinister. Now, the Goblin Queen, I will say, from what I've seen of the show, very underwhelming. Paul, have you seen what the Goblin Queen looks like in the comics?
No.
All right, get prepared. You'll understand. Look at how they massacred my girl. Now, I understand that children need to watch this show. However, she wears way too much clothing in the show. Way too much clothing.
But I forgot what I was watching just before. It's just like it's different.
That's I don't know. I was just about to say, I gotta drop out. I got something to do in the morning.
All right. Well, thank you so much, pal. And we'll drop your link again.
Goblin Queen comic book.
Yep. Thank you. Take care, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Bobby thinks this is the greatest female character design of all time.
Bro, she's fucking Jean Grey in a black outfit.
Well,
yeah, I dig it.
That's our boy.
That's her original outfit. Boom. Look at that. The 80s were an incredible time for comics.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep though. Her outfit's just black. Like it's like
she does. It's not about what she's wearing, Paul. It's what she's
like if that character was in my comic book, her spine would be ripped out in less than 3 seconds.
Why?
Because she would have no power. That's like Crimson. That's a Crimson.
She has big
tits. Maybe I'll do that for you. I'll do that for you. Actually, there we go. I'll make it happen. I'll have a character exactly like that and just get mauled.
Oh,
Feels
generic. Dude, hang on. You got all right. We got a bunch of haters in chat, man. All right. Mark Silvestri is the master of drawing. You got to understand, this was ahead of his time. What was it?
Mark Silvestri did the deadly duo Batman and Joker. It was awesome.
Yeah, well, he designed the Goblin Queen and Mr. So the reason he became a big name was because of X-Men. So he did the Goblin Queen, Mr. Sinister. Those are his character designs. Jubilee, that's his character. Like he did 40 issues of X-Men.
That one. What's Jubilee's power? Fireworks?
She sucks.
She's another one that I would just run and drop kick her face, dude. If I had superpowers, like
she's not the most.
Why is there no Colossus in the show either? Is that like, am I supposed to know something? Does he die in the other books? I mean, in the other.
I don't know, dude. Apparently, well, because I talked to Larry Houston, who was one of the director for the original show. And I asked him, like, because you got to understand, Gambit was a brand new character when the original show came out. And I was like, why did you choose Gambit of all the characters? He goes, because the studio made us, because they wanted to promote him. He said he was going to have Colossus instead, and they had to sub him out for Gambit in the original lineup.
So Gambit, they make him a little softy con.
Oh, did they? Mark and Jim are amazing X-Men artists. Yes. Silvestri was penciling Hero when Jim Lee came out. I wasn't impressed. Really? So Jim Lee and Mark. So basically, how it worked was it was Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri would kind of go off, but it was Silvestri for a while, and then Jim Lee came after Mark Silvestri. What came during? Mark is so nice. I talked to him about his new Batman series for a while. Yeah. I love Mark Silvestri's character design work. I love Mr. Sinister. He's such a cool character. He's such a cool character, but you could tell Chris Claremont didn't get to reveal his grand plans for the character because he got booted off. And then other writers were like, fuck it. And then you could tell he's the product of multiple different writers and editors. I hate when that happens. I know very little about X-Men, but design-wise, Colossus is dude, Dave Cockrum is one of the greatest character designers of all time. You guys ever read Giant Size X-Men #1?
No, but I did a homage for it.
Yeah, I know. You got to read. All right, so Giant Size X-Men #1. So Dave.
Yeah, I have so much to read. Like as I'm saying, I read The King in Black, and now I just read Venom Volume 1. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like all the shit I read, but like,
all right,
behind, especially Marvel stuff. I was a big DC guy.
Yeah, I wasn't a big DC guy for because you know what I think it is. I think DC is often more new reader friendly, and then Marvel has a lot.
Like the main X-Men book that I read from them was honestly like when they did when Cyclops got the Phoenix power and he fought the Avengers.
And X-Men versus Avengers.
Yeah.
Apparently, X-Men I remember I was getting into comics when that came out, and apparently X-Men fans were not happy with it because they made just the X-Men like blatantly the bad guys.
Good.
No, the X-Men. All right, so Dave Cockrum is the brilliant character designer behind. So he did the original Phoenix costume, Colossus, Nightcrawler,
Nightcrawler's so dope.
Storm. Like he created all these characters.
Storm's an Avenger now. She's probably going to be the leader of the Avengers.
Yeah,
dude. Why do the X-Men always get cucked? They always
She's
get
going to be the leader, and then they're doing a Dazzler.
Fucking Dazzler, dude.
I hate being mean. I'm not gonna do it.
No, don't pretend. All right, Dazzler. So I skipped the
But
Dazzler.
imagine going to the comic
I've
store.
not had any X-Men fans tell me that I missed out by not reading Dazzler.
You're a grown ass man, and you're walking to the comic store and go, "Hey,
give me Dazzler."
give me fucking Dazzler, and I'm out of here.
Because I've had people tell me because I've read every X-Men like story from this time period, except Dazzler. I've had people tell me I shouldn't have missed out on Alpha Flight. I should go back and read Alpha Flight. I've never had anyone tell me that Dazzler is essential reading.
That's like some Daniel Kibblesmith move right there.
The
give me Dazzler.
Yeah,
Colossus's character design. They tried a new one in the mid '80s, and it was so bad.
That's what sucks with Marvel with those ones that are coming out. Like that's why I preach to everyone to go get Spawn. Spawn has Todd McFarlane. I don't know what he's prepping, but he got like 7 monthlies coming out more of a bunch of stuff he's working on. He's definitely trying to get that money for the movie to make that shit made. He's gonna do it himself.
Listen, in the modern era, you're gonna get the best results with creator-owned properties.
Yes, I agree. Colossus. So they tried this costume in the mid '80s, and it's horrible.
Ew! Imagine wearing a tank top like that.
And he has a leather belt around his neck. So if you notice, this doesn't happen. This goes on for
He's a choker.
This goes on for like 20 issues, and then they brought it back to this. They're like, we can't. No, that original Colossus design is like unbeaten. Like you can't. Like he's such a well designed. Him and Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is one of the best character designs I think in any comic book ever.
People forget how hyped everyone was in
Iceman used to be my favorite when I saw him on Spending's Amazing Friends.
Yeah,
Iceman, I feel like looks either really cool or tacky depending on the artist. Like, all right, so like let me ask you guys a question because I personally like the simpler Iceman design. Top Gun. So like, okay, so Iceman is a character because he's been around since obviously he's one of the original X-Men, right? I think his original. I personally, and I say this as a huge X-Men fan, I think the original X-Men designs aren't. So this is what he originally looked like.
Oof.
You know what I mean? Like there was this. So we just had boots. Yeah, right?
Your boy.
Bring it back.
Not great. Now, what are so if you look at him, so this one is okay, I think.
I wonder if they're going to bring that classic back for the Ultimates.
I haven't been reading I've been told to. I got 3 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man by Hickman.
Free Comic Book Day, they came out and like they had to shoot the fire at the original Human Torch and it like re-sparked the original Human Torch, like not Johnny. I thought that was pretty cool. Like they're just bringing back these like different characters. I messed with it. I wasn't too fond of the X-Men one because it was about a little girl and not X-Men, but it should have been called something else. But they have a lot of problems with it. I think they just put names on things.
This one, I like the Blue Man Group Iceman. You know, where he's bald and he looks, I don't know. I like the simpler design, but I don't mind this one.
So
yeah, some badass like that. Sharp spikes is cool.
Yeah,
so sharp spikes is cool. Yeah,
but they could combine the two ideas. I mean, why does he have to stay one or the other 24/7?
No, he doesn't.
Right? Why couldn't he be like smooth when he's just chilling, and then he gets to a fight and he gets all spiky?
He shouldn't wear a shirt though. Like he should have that ice physique. I don't know. Like he should.
Well, I mean, now that he's gay, he's not gonna wear a shirt.
Vaughn's
I think
last
this
two
was
characters. He's upset they're wearing clothes.
Yeah,
Last one was the
exactly. Did
Goblin,
you see
and
his
now he's
intro
on
video
Iceman.
too?
No.
Oh man,
look,
little
it's
suck.
just it's all coincidence.
Pull out Wolverine next. He's like, yeah, I need that hairy chest right now.
No,
Come on.
Wolverine should wear a costume. Wolverine. All right, here's John Kirby's first snow cone. I don't like it. Reminds me of Strongman design, the weightlifting belt. All right, it's the weightlifting belt. So this is a weird thing. In the 80s, so Louise Simonson started doing some weird stuff with the X-Men. So he like loses control of his powers and he has to wear like a belt in like the 90s or in the 80s.
Just a belt.
Just the belt. So he's all hang on, let me see. X-Men X Factor.
Like I need some pockets.
He just wears like this. So his design is just this with the belt.
Oh god.
That's what his design was like in the 80s. So if you see that, yeah, it
WWE
actually
character.
looks really, now that I'm looking at it, it looks really like, I got to be honest. It's not,
He looks like he's wearing a fucking WWE title.
he thought
That's what they should have done.
Yeah, it's spinner title.
It should say fucking champ on it.
so
Yeah,
he looks like this. And then when he transforms, he looks like that. Like, so this is what he gets like, I don't know what the hell they did to him, but Loki did something to him. And then he needs a belt to control his powers. And then they did that.
And
So-
what I liked about the animated is Cyclops is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
I like Cyclops.
I meant the belt and the class costume you thought was mid. It was remind me of how super. Oh, okay. Well, I just think there was a lot of weird black in the 80s. There was a lot of strange black leather stuff that happened all at once. And I was like, what's going on here? Chris
2000s too.
You know what's going on.
No, but I mean, like, okay, no, like, actually, no, like, it was a lot. Like, Chris Claremont has a lot of in his X-Men run. There's like a lot of BDSM stuff. That's like, this is not just coincidence.
The Matrix
Like,
brought it back in the 2000s. That's why the
Yeah.
X-Men movies, they're all in tight leather.
But no, but it started with his eight. It was like before the Matrix came out.
You know a book you should get that's a current book that came out? Blood Hunt.
Blood Hunt. All right, I'll
Yeah.
look into it.
I'm going to spoil it for you.
From what I've seen, a lot of brainwashing.
Would you want me to spoil it for you?
Blood Hunt. I don't know if I know Blood Hunt.
All right. So vampire. So I've never brought a Marvel crossover since I don't even.
Oh, it's a Marvel book.
Yeah. But it's like the vampires are just like the world goes dark and the vampires are killing everyone, and Blade's the bad guy and he kills one of the Avengers. Like he's awesome.
Confession time. I've never seen the Blade movies.
Wow.
Or read any Blade comics, but he's a character I want to get into.
Yeah. So like it was just cool. I was like, wow, spoiled it for you because you don't buy current books anyways, and you should get it. Because...
All right, cool. Blood Hunt. Okay, it looks interesting. Blood. That sounds like an interesting premise. I know there's always a new crossover going, but that started with the
the
80s.
last like 6 though, because it's just like mid.
Yeah,
Like the stakes can't be high when you can just restart it the next book, which they do, and that's what I'm assuming they're about to do with the X-Men.
well, that's what happened. So Chris Claremont kind of started that trend. I think he's even said that they've capitalized on his trend wrong. So it's the first like crossover like that. Well, I guess it was 2. It was like so like they did. Secret Wars was one of the first ones that was. Secret Wars 2 was one of the first ones that was like that, which sucked ass. And then Mutant Massacre was one that they did that crossed all the books, and then they started doing one every year. Now here's the thing: the ones that he was doing every year were good. So it was Fall of the Mutants was good, Inferno was good. I have to get to the next one, but they were good. The problem is they go Inferno. They went insane because New York gets turned into demons or whatever. So they're like, let's make a bunch of tie-in issues with every series. Secret Wars 2 did too. Secret Wars 2 was written by Jim Shooter, who was the editor-in-chief. So he made everyone tie into the worst story ever. Like Secret Wars 2 is horrible, but everyone had to participate in this stupid event. And it sucked. But we did get Boom Boom out of it, so that's something, I guess. It was weird. Comics are weird. But
did you
American
release your
comics.
costume for your character yet?
he just has a makeshift costume in issue 1.
Oh no
Full
full attire yet.
No, he hasn't earned it. I want my character to earn it. Kind of
Nice.
which was a tough marketing move, but apparently people don't care, which
No.
is nice. But it means the fan art contest, people are doing interesting things. Like some people are giving him a visor, someone gave him a mask, and a cape, and I'm like, this is interesting. Like it's so I will say, and that wasn't even intentional. It was just, and people were like, why does he have an arrow symbol? I'm like, I told my artist just give him a sweatshirt. He came up with that. I was like, that's cool. And then Jules came up with the some other aspects of the character. It was really cool, man.
So what about book 2? Is the campaign going to reveal his final costume?
He won't get his final costume in issue 2.
Oh.
He will
Okay.
get a makeshift training. He's still not ready.
A makeshift what?
He will get a standard training uniform.
Okay.
So he'll have a different costume in issue 2, but it still won't be his final.
Right. Okay.
But because he'll have basically in issue 2, he'll be like, "Oh, I get to earn it now," and the veteran superhero from World War III will be like, "No, you don't. Here's why." But you will get a few new characters in issue 2, and then issue 3 is going to reveal the team Phenomenova. So you'll actually get to see some competent teenage superheroes in issue 3.
Well, I mean, I'll be the judge of that.
Semi-com. The thing, I have a formidable villain that they're more competent than him.
How many of them die?
None. Multiverse. They're all
yeah, remove all stakes. No
And they got
stakes.
big belts like Iceman.
This is why I read indie comics and manga.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. It's getting out of hand.
I get monthlies. Spawn's the best. I fucking love Spawn. Red Coat was good. The Ghost Machine books are pretty
I've
cool.
been all right.
Yeah,
haven't.
I mean-
I've only read some of the Ghost Machine.
Those are at least creator-owned properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like mixing it. Nah, but Spawn's mainstream. That's
It
Yeah,
is,
but it is still creator
but he
owned.
still, he still has control over it.
and then
The Todd
oh,
father.
You could tell. And then with all the books, it's cool. They did one where it was like a future one recently called Rat City. The art was good, but the story was like multiverse. That's what I'm saying. Everything fucking multiverse.
Yeah, that's
What is what's everyone's favorite crowdfunded books from this
Oh,
year?
God.
Because I've gotten an X amount of this. Because like I guess I judge it based on when it comes out. So like I can't wait to read I think for me, so Hotel Story by Narwhal is really good. Like because this is the first book of his I've read. He is a phenomenal writer.
Yeah, Narwhal's stuff is pretty excellent. I mean, he's consistently a good writer.
Because everyone had kept telling me he was a genius, and I never checked it out until finally I did. He is a very good writer. Lost Pages 3 was very good by Phil.
Okay, I haven't gotten that yet. He shipped mine out, I think, last weekend.
Okay, because Bobby's piece is in that.
Okay, cool.
Lost Pages
yeah,
3 is his best Lost
I'm
Pages
looking forward
book.
to that. So you didn't read Cerberus then?
I haven't read any of Narwhal's books.
Okay, you should probably check out Cerberus. It's a lot of fun. I like how there's kind of like, I don't want to spoil it, but like there's 2 parallel tracks in the story, and you can already start to see where like there's points where they're going to meet up.
And which one? Cerberus and Foreign
Cerberus.
Agent?
No, Foreign Agent you need to read as well, but that's
Foreign
I mean,
Agent
that's
is generally his best work, right? Don't people consider that his best?
or
Or what do you think is his best work? I should just ask him. Well, I like asking other people too, because what he thinks is best is like I got all of Earthbound.
yeah. So I really like Foreign Agent. I would say it's perhaps his most powerful, like emotionally powerful work, possibly. But I think a lot of that's just because it's so brutal. Like the ending is like, by the time I finished reading it, I was like, I need to go do something. I'm depressed.
Okay. Fiendish, I think 2.5. Fiendish 2 was my favorite last year.
Fiendish is always a good time, and I still have not gotten 2.5 yet.
I haven't yet either. I waited a long time to get Fiendish 2, but she also gets a lot. I think so I've ordering my favorites. Oh, Jimmy Palmiotti did Fantasima. Fantastic. That was a really good book. Really good book. Jimmy ships out quickly. Who else? Who else did a really good crowdfunded book?
Crimson Pain.
Crimson Pain. Yeah, Crimson Pain. I was gonna actually say Crimson Pain was very good book this year. I'm probably gonna do a top 5 or top however many. The
There's
Magical
so
Night
many.
series. Yeah, Crimson Pain. Genuinely recommend that. Very good book. But read Project Now. I would say because Crimson Pain is built up as a character, read the rest of Project
You'll be
Now.
biased for number 1, so if you could put me at number 2, that'd be cool.
You have your marketing strategy.
Number two is his first
You have to
honest
understand.
pick.
Hang on, I can't say
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
all these
for
people. Literally, all these people I'm naming, I've met. I've met you. I've met Jimmy Palmiotti. I've met.
Come on.
I met
Who got a one shot like that? Oh,
yours is no. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you say that because I'd be biased, but I'm biased towards literally all of you.
no. That's
'Cause
why I
I'm-
want number 2. Number 2 is like, oh no, he didn't ask him. For number 1. Like number 1, they'll be like, oh, did it out of love. Second one's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is his real number 1 pick right here. And that's what I need.
Yeah.
Fulfill me. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've been getting. I finally read my first Michael Bancroft book. He's.
That's who I'm dropping my book.
Oh, you want me
on.
to reach out to him?
Bancroft is awesome.
No. I'm on his stream to drop it at 9:00. That's his stream. That's why I'm doing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Michael's a good. Michael, when I met him in Ghost of Matacumba Key, I literally liked it. Trending towards all ages comics is fine, but doesn't do anything
Got
for
to
me.
plug that before. I'm fucking exhausted. Life of a Kid.
Ghost of Matacumba Key is very good. I liked it personally.
Right, but
Graham-
I understand what Ellie is saying.
Yeah.
Like there's an audience for every book, out there.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
if you're looking for something a little darker or a little deeper, I mean,
Graham is
obviously.
also, I got to shout him out because he's created, to have someone like the creator of Bane be a friend of mine who gives me advice is so nice. He's such a nice guy. He's always working on getting, like, when you back his book, he is working his ass off to get it to you. I don't want to say as soon as possible because then he'd have to not put time into it, but he's like a professional. He sits down and he works his ass off on getting that book to you, and he always delivers in a timely manner. Graham's good people and good creators, And one of the things I do want to say about like Graham's stuff too, because don't get me wrong, I love that 90s style, very rendered, whatever, right? What I like about Graham is I think he's one of the best sequential storytellers. He draws, and I don't mean it in this, he draws like a writer in the sense that, like, even if you go back to his DC work, he really paces stuff out like a writer would. When I second met Graham, I should say, the second time I met him, I bought Alien Alamo and Shanu. I read those two back to back. Shanu might be my favorite, actually, because it's kind of like Night of the Living Dead, which Graham and I have talked a lot. He's a big movie guy. He loves monster movies. So does Billy Tucci. Graham loves those Universal monster movies and The Thing. I feel bad because he told me I should watch the original Thing. He thinks it's better. So did one of my film school teachers.
The original?
Yes, the 50s ones. He insists that it's better.
I have watched it and I disagree.
I would love to see you talk to Graham. You should come with the Garden State. Paul, are you going to be at Garden State? I'm going to be at Garden State.
I was the one who brought it up to you before.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be at Garden State. You hang out with us.
Yeah, Hershey's after that, which is a cool one.
Yeah, me, Jules, Zach's going to be there. Hopefully, Bobby will come up.
When I leave that place, I go in the sauna because it's fucking freezing in there.
Yeah, well, then come out to the after party and hang out with us.
I'm a dad, man. I'm a dad.
So is Graham. Well, actually, Graham's kids are like out of his house.
Where are you going?
Garden State. We hang out at like the hotel lobby. That's where we all hung out last year. But all right, you know what?
How far is it for you? That going there?
Well, I stay at it's like an hour away from me, so I got the hotel because I'll be drinking alcohol.
Oh yeah, I'm like 20 minutes away.
Okay, yeah, we stay.
You're allowed to drink. I thought you were like 18, bro.
Dude, all right, I got a story to tell actually with that. Last time I was at Free Comic Book Day with Billy Tucci and Cecil and a bunch of others. We're hanging out, and then we're about to get food. and then the waiter goes, "What do you want to drink?" And I'm like, "Oh, like I'll do this." And
Cranberry juice.
he goes,
Chocolate milk.
"Can I see your ID?" And we're kind of ha ha ha. He goes, "No, I'm serious." And I go, "Okay." So I show him my ID, and he goes, "You got something in state?" And we go, "Ha ha ha!" The whole table's laughing. He's like, "No, I'm serious. Like, do you have something in state? You don't look like
poor
it."
guy.
And Billy and all of them I'm not from this state. I'm from New Jersey. And then Billy and all of them had to vouch for me to get a drink.
That's good.
He's got a fake ID.
I'm 24.
Don't
But I
make me
look young.
pull up. Don't make me pull it up again.
I look like I'm a
24.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, you look 19. 19's
know.
nice. I would have done that. Wait, you
That'll
were in
help
Long
my
Island?
acting career.
You were in Long Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Does my license? Are you in Long Island now? I didn't know that.
No, I was born there. I live in Jersey.
Oh, okay. Because that's where like a lot of comics people are from Long Island. So my first published book was in the Tragedy trade paperback by Phil Russert, who's great. He's from Long Island. Cecil's from Long Island. John's Longbox, he was with us. He's from Long Island.
I found it.
He's from Long Island.
I found your fake ID and sent it to you.
Oh God.
You've seen it before. This isn't new.
You should
Paul
just take
hasn't
the
seen
picture. You should take the picture from your book and just have that as the
What that one?
No,
Oh, my character. My
yeah.
character.
Yeah, that too. Both.
Paul.
Yeah. You should bring that up.
Where
would've
is this
probably been
picture
like-
from, Alex?
It's from an old movie. It was before your time.
No.
Yeah.
There's no. I know. I've seen Superbad. No, I'm saying, where is this specific
Oh.
picture of me from?
I honestly don't remember.
Dude, this could be
I-
from anything. Is this from when
Yeah.
I was at Tampa Bay?
It was probably
Man.
from one of those live streams.
At Tampa Bay Comic Con. I got so drunk.
Yeah, he was walking around drunk.
Lots of alcohol was in my system at the. Hey, how's it going, Alma?
Drunk for the devil.
Just in time for me to tell this story. So I go live, and so we're in the car we had just had a big dinner, and we're like, oh, some of us should go live, and then Reni's like, I can't because she had this like really bad phone at the time. So I was like, I'll do it because I wanted to capitalize on this moment, of course. So I'm like, I'll do it. So I start going live, and immediately Rini starts making fun of me on air, as she does. She's like, telling me I'm an idiot. But it was fun. I was very drunk. I lost my wallet while on stream, but I didn't realize it. And I was analyzing the footage, trying to find it, and I can't because I don't know when I lost it. But yeah, it was a
Really?
good time. It was
You were drunkenly streaming and you lost your wallet.
It had to have been during the time frame that I was streaming.
How
When
much
I-
do you weigh?
How much
Huh?
did I weigh?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you that. I weigh more now than I did then.
$120.
I no, hang on. I
It's
weigh
like
more.
145.
Listen, I weigh more now than I did then. I've been working out.
Gotta.
Back then,
What you drinking?
enough, maybe more than enough.
3 White Claws. Right. 3 White Claws. Done.
Dude, I always had because I have a sister and she and her friends are always drinking White Claw, so I have them around the house. But I don't really like them. They're like women's drinks.
Don't lie to yourself. Anyone that says that they drink like the whole 6
Oh,
pack.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. My friend Tomas said I read mostly DC and some too lazy to keep with the lore. I like smaller, more self-contained stories. Or allowed to have
with higher stakes. Project Analysis. What's up? Bam.
Yeah.
Plug.
Higher stakes. Yeah, exactly. Don't disrespect the clause. Yeah, sorry. I forgot to pull that up. I had that start and then I got distracted. Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with that. I think because one of the problems is we are losing the art of the long run, but shorter and self-contained stories are good. That's why, I mean, Phenomenova is going to be a long run. But yeah, no, Project Analysis is good. Gets you right in. That's another cool thing about being like friends with people in indie comics is you get to just hang out with people. Cloud's Buster sort of weighs more than he does. That's probably not true. I don't think so.
Probably not true.
No, it's not true. I don't know why I said probably.
How much is the sword? 145 pounds?
No,
it's a pretty massive sword.
I ran gyms for a living. I know people's weight.
All right, how much do you think? Because I actually don't know I think I'm like 150.
Max 145.
You think so? I think I weigh more than that.
No.
You don't think so? How tall do you think? Well, you've met me in person. How tall am I?
Yeah, you're. I don't know. Height's my bad thing. Weight, I'm good at.
Yeah. Okay.
I
You
used
need
to have
go
to
to Garden
stand
State and
people
finally
every
get
day.
the Walt Simon. Yeah, dude, Walt Simonson. You got to get on that line early. I waited for one time an entire day on Walt Simonson's line, and they were like, he's done. It was at Baltimore, but at Garden State, get there early. The Simonsons are the nicest people ever. They are the nicest people.
I just run up on these people and be like,
I haven't gotten a sketch from him yet, though. I want to get him to draw Archangel because he designed that
Don't
character.
do a sketch. You run a business. Make him do a cover, bro.
Make him?
Yeah,
He's
force
Walt
him.
Simonson.
Hold him down.
If you're paying for a sketch, you could pay
He
for
doesn't.
a
No,
cover.
that's the thing. He does them for free often. No, but
Be like, hey, you're doing this for free. Here's $200, bro. Make something happen.
that's a good idea.
I'm just giving you. That's your third gem tonight.
Do they do sketches at the table or do they not? No, he does them at the table. That's why.
Paul, you need to start charging for advice. I mean,
Walt Simonson
For-
is.
For Vaughn, it's free.
oh
What?
well,
Yeah,
if you're going to give it away
exactly.
for free, start giving him bad advice.
Yeah.
Give him discount advice. Like advice is kind of good, but not really.
Right. You're like, instead of like, don't eat yellow snow, be like,
You
eat yellow.
could if you want. Like I would advise against it, but like yeah,
Hey,
Think about it.
50% of people, when you tell them something, they can act on it. Some don't.
Garden State Comic Fest
Vaughn
is.
is going through his other head because he's dealing with a customer service complaint right now.
I'm not
The book
actually.
is
Right
not
now.
out yet.
No, it's not customer service. It's literally teaching people crowdfunding is like a job.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. When you sent me the link, the reason why I didn't do it the first day is because it was from another website. Like, why
and you
wasn't
couldn't
it
figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I forgot. I was like, I'm like at the restaurant. And I was like, fuck. I had a good day. Like I was like trying to do it for you. I was like, yeah,
No, it's okay.
Back him right now.
It's
I was
okay.
like, I had the CTE2 viewers.
That's okay. So we got all right. So here's the Bob Wycheck. Oh, he's so good. He's
Not cool
he's a
enough.
big inker.
How
Bob.
sad is that?
What is?
How sad is that I'm not cool enough yet to be have a picture?
It's not that sad. Zach doesn't have one either. All right, let's. Oh, all right. So Andy Smith, our good man. Love Andy Smith.
Wait, can we submit pictures on behalf of other people?
Yeah, Sam McLovin.
I'm
This guy's
working.
gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
in
I'm working on something right now.
Bob Sharon, he was there last year. Bob Allman's always there. Bob Wycheck. Some of these people are always there. Buzz, Dan Fraga, Daryl Banks. Oh, that's it. Fabian Icheza. Graham Nolan. Always. Graham Nolan. Jim Cofier. Jan Dursema. So then Tom Mandrake's going to be there. He's always there. Howard Chaykin. Joe Staten. Oh, he's a good one. Joe Staten. That's a really good get. He created like Guy Gardner. I think he created Kilowog. Met him once. The Simonsons, Kevin Altieri. Oh, he got messed up with us the first year. That was really fun. Keith Williams. Nicole, she's always nice. Ron Mars. That'll be interesting seeing Cecil and Ron Mars reunite. Pat Broderick. Tim Jacobus. He was on my show. He's a very nice guy. Can't wait to hang out with him. Isn't he doing crowdfunding stuff? Viken Marion? I keep seeing stuff. Tom
Everyone's
Mandrake.
doing crowdfunding.
Walt Simonson. This is a great lineup. This is a really good lineup.
Yeah, Garden State's gonna be lit. And then Contropolis is in July. It's in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's up your alley.
Where is this?
Contropolis, it's Secaucus.
I've never heard of this.
It's New Jersey.
When is this?
It's the second one at least. July something. Type in
Okay.
Contropolis. They got like 6 of them. They're like a little.
Shit. All right, I gotta. All right, I didn't know about this one. I'm
You're
gonna
welcome.
have to. Thank you. All right, yeah, I gotta once, dude. I'm so excited for
Fourth
coming. Thank you
gem.
so much.
I'm charging him, man. I'm charging him now. Give him another one.
All right.
You need to
I'll
be on
start-
the con grind. Print your book.
No, I do. I am, but I want it to be like good and done.
Print your fucking
Done
book.
is very important.
Print your book.
Well, good is also very important. But you know what I mean.
Listen, pick one.
It's either good or it's
Pick a
dumb.
lane,
What?
damn it.
Yeah, dude, you got it, man. Next one, 20K.
Oh, Kevin Sorbo's gonna be there. Nice.
If you
I
don't
met
get
his.
20K
I've hung out
on
with his
issue
son. His
two,
son is really nice.
You heard, Vaughn?
What was it?
You better get 20K on issue 2,
Or else.
I hope so.
or else.
I hope I get 20K on issue 1. We'll see though.
How many days you have
All right.
left?
Well, it's not actually 30 because it's gonna go. So it's 5 days of this, but then it's gonna go back in demand. So
Huh?
it's gonna go back in demand. So it's not done.
Yeah,
What made you
And
go
then
to
I haven't
Sun-
launched. There's gonna be a Kickstarter as well later.
And I'm pretty sure when I tried doing it, it was like I clicked on something and it just sent me somewhere else, and I was just like, bro. I was like,
Yeah, no,
if
I've
it
had
wasn't
people
you,
had issues.
I would have not have backed it. To be
I get
honest.
it. No, thank you. Which is why I'm gonna do Kickstarter as well.
I haven't done Indiegogo. I haven't backed anything on an Indiegogo because I just don't
Really?
know the platform. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's why. But if I do
I
my
back
own
on
platform,
Kickstarter.
everyone's equally fucked because no one knows my platform. But
I
I'm
back
gonna
on
make mine as
Kickstarter.
simple as. Yeah, Kevin Sorbo's son. I went to. We did like country square dancing, and I was hanging out with Braden Sorbo. I gotta get Braden on my show, by the way. He said he'd agree to come on. I just keep forgetting.
My guy Rikishi on the bottom, super cool guy.
Yeah, I've never met him.
Super
But
cool. Guy.
Kevin
He has a
Sorbo-
comic book. Rikishi has a comic book.
Listen to
Really?
you. Listen to you
Yes.
flexing.
Yeah, well,
Kevin
yeah.
Sorbo's son.
Yeah, he's cool.
Square dancing.
It wasn't square dancing. It was whatever the fuck it was. It was what the
Mick
hell is
Foley,
it called?
come on. How do you not shout out Mick Foley, Mankind, bro? It's fucked up.
What is this? Yeah. Oh, Toph. I've met her. She's cool. Met her at a con. Ross. He does a lot of ones. Ross Marquand.
That's mad funny.
Wasn't square. What the hell was it called? What is it called when it's not? Because square dancing is when it's with couples, right? Like, what is it when it's not with couples?
I'm
Fuck.
dancing.
No, I know, but it's like Southern or Western or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, so you should come down.
I don't know. That's what I did.
That'd be cool. Contropolis. Hershey. That's
Hershey.
PA.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And then
I can't wait to have my book out and just go to all these cons, dude. I'm gonna have so much fun.
the only thing that's just whack is you have to pay up front a year in advance for a lot of this shit.
What the fuck?
Like I paid for New York in December.
Shit. Well, New York,
For October.
dude. New York.
year.
Billy Tucci has been going there since the beginning. That's what it is. Line dancing. Yeah, I think I did that. I had a cowboy. I don't know where my cowboy hat is, but I had the full drip. It was a fun night.
With your Iceman belt.
No, I didn't have my Iceman belt. Actually, I had a different belt. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I have the belt. I had that. It was incredible. Hold on.
Yeah. Sign up for Project Analysis. For sure, guys. Sign up. That'd be cool. We're at 106, 125. Release that new cover that I can't wait to drop. And I'm ready to roll.
Belt.
I signed up.
I wore. I
Thank
got
you.
this. Boom. Check that out.
Oh my god.
How like something like that goes, yeah, he's 19.
What do you mean?
Yeah, when he was wearing that belt, he was probably 16.
Oh,
No, I wasn't. I was an adult human male at the time. I still am.
You said that so convincingly.
How do you do, fellow humans? What's going
I
on?
was
Holy
you-
hand grenade?
you should tell everyone you're 18.
They believe it though. Actually, they
Be
might
like,
even
wow,
twist
this
their
kid's
belief
fucking
it.
killing it.
Right.
11K, 18 years
yeah.
old.
And then
Dude,
yeah,
someone accused me on Twitter of like lying about my age. You know, it's
yeah.
like-
See, that's the problem is that
I
if
was
he
like, why
leans
would I-
into it a little too hard, then when he tries to correct the record, they'd be like, "You're full of shit," and they'll show like all the times he said he was 18 or whatever.
Just say it was AI.
my book,
AI that said it.
that's from his middle school Halloween. It's not. All right. My middle school Halloween costumes were Spider-Man, Rorschach from Watchmen, because I was in my edgy phase. Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. Or
Snake Eyes is cool.
Vaw. All right, I'll pretend. You know what? If you're a potential paying customer, how much are you selling your book for? Well, yeah, I forgot to actually like promote my own book.
You did. You said $20, right?
So it's 20 for the main cover. And then the variant covers, which are all campaign limited, it's $25 each. So there's the Rini cover. There's the Final Fantasy VII homage cover, which is my friend Jules, aka Juju. Then there's Sukeisha Ray variant cover, also 25. This one will be colored. And then also, guys, for the last 5 days before we go in demand, this trading card was for day one only. It was day one only, free exclusive. I'm bringing it back for $5 for a few days left. You can add this to your order for just $5. It was a day one exclusive, limited, but if you want it, you can get it. And boom. And every order comes with this free mini print by my buddy Zach. Comes free with your order.
I better be getting one of those cards.
With the card? Yeah, because you all right. Fuck
It's only
Paul.
$5.
You'll get one, Paul. No, I'll let Paul get one.
Of course.
Fucker.
Yo, every time you get something, I put extra stuff in there.
See, I told you.
No, I know. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. You will get one. You will get one. Fuck's sake,
Because I backed on day.
Juju cover, yeah, Jules. So Jules, the trading card is by Jules as well. The Juju trading card is limited right now, and then she did a cover. She's a fellow Final Fantasy VII fan, so yes, she has a cover.
But you got to print 1,000 of them.
Hold on, show him Sukeisha, and he'll have to back that cover too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her on my show sometime soon. She's very busy, but I imagine my backer numbers will go up once they see. So hold on. Fuck. How do I get this? All right, so this is my creative team. If you'll notice, so everyone is Joe Sontag really wants me to get her on his show. But I'm like, I gotta get her on mine first. Sukeisha is very
gotta lock her down first.
Yes.
For your show.
All right, thank you, Holy Hand Grenade. You're a good man. Holy Hand Grenade, by the way, hang on, is this because I don't remember him holding that in the original series. Does he hold that in the is that because I haven't seen the original series, I've only seen Brotherhood. Is that from the original or Brotherhood? When did he hold a gun?
See, now he's got to back 2 covers.
And there we go. Listen, yeah, I'm gonna get. She was on my most viewed episode. Would you be surprised to know that all my most viewed episodes of Vaughn Cohen Presents are attractive women?
Oh, that explains it. The movies don't count. Anime movies are like OVAs.
Oh, is it from the movie? Is the movie worth watching?
No anime movie is worth watching.
No, the Cowboy Bebop movie is fucking awesome.
It's all good. It's all non-canon stuff.
Is it not canon? I thought it was canon, but it just doesn't really affect the series that much.
Yeah, I mean, there might be exceptions here or there, but in general, anime movies are kind of like somewhat fun one-shots, but they are typically based on original material.
Where did I want to look for? Okay, so if we go to my Vaughn Cohen Presents, right? Here we go. So go to most viewed. Oh, that's not helpful. Where is it? How do I? All right, sort most viewed, most popular. Notice a trend. Huh. Oh, look at that, Kelsey! Wow, look at Kelsey. He was the most live viewers I've had in chat. Was Kelsey?
Well, I mean, he's pretty cute.
Yeah, Kelsey is going up there. So far, Rainey, my second interview with her, is my most viewed. Sukeisha.
Yeah, the top 3 are all females.
Yes, but it used to be all women. Looks like these guys are coming up. Jimmy Reyes pulled in a lot. Wow.
I've got a little Jimmy card from Jake.
Dude, I love Jimmy that's awesome. Dude, Jimmy is a good dude. I love Jimmy Reyes.
Heck yeah.
All right, so when I did my launch stream on Reenie's channel, it was so funny. It was my mom goes, I asked my mom, what did you think of the stream? She's like, yeah, I liked it. I liked the like him. She goes, that one guy wanted to put a bar of soap in his mouth. I was like, who? She's like, that Kelsey guy. Kelsey Shannon is a good dude. Kelsey is a good. When I was at dinner at Tampa, I was between Reenie and Kelsey. That was a really fun dinner. The food was really good.
You took the belt?
No, I didn't take that belt that night, actually. I wore a different belt.
Oh, no, I said the bill. The bill.
Oh, the bell? The bill? Fuck that. No, how many people were there? If any one person took that bill that night, bankrupt. Like, it was two. We had like a whole room. It was me, the Diaz brothers, Patrick Thomas Farnell, his wife, Kim Moon, his wife, Shane Davis, Jay Bama, his wife, multiple people from chat. No, Narmal was Jake with us that night? It was a lot of people. Graham Nolan. It was
so you took the bill.
I didn't. I would. I would never have taken that bill.
How much was the bill?
I don't even want, I know how much my bill was. I think we all pay for ourselves. Kirby Crackle Lad. That's a good one. Kirby Crackle Lad. So you're always, he has a new name for my comic book every time. Jake, is Jake in the picture? Okay. Jake, because Jake was, I think, at the other table. When are you going to end up in going to Tucson, Arizona? When is that Tucson Con? Is that what it's called? Tucson, Arizona? Tucson Con? Let me see. I drove through Arizona like briefly for less than an hour at night, so I didn't see the state at all, but I went on a cross country trip. All right, it's August 30th to September 1st. So that's the like last day of summer. All right, that's an interesting.
I have to call it quits, bro. I'm done.
All right, man. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. And let me post a link to I'll post a link to your campaign one more time.
Post a link.
Everyone go back because he has
I'm forcing Vaughn to have me back on at the end of June. So
what I like about Paul is I generally learn stuff from you. Like he pushes and he gets on shows. Like it's great. Projectanalysis.com.
Got a good product. It's like if they read it, like just read the book.
He's got a full trade paperback. Make sure to get it.
I really have never gotten like a bad complaint, which is good. I know more people, buy it.
Yeah, I could make one up for you if you want.
You could try.
What if I get the link? Blevins, I've been dropping it in the chat. Blevins. There we go. I've been dropping it in the chat, Blevins. It's not like I literally have said that anyone can get the link, even people, randos in chat. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, Paul's good people.
Yeah.
I have no standards than everyone in the link can get a chat. Holy Hand Grenade can get in.
Yeah,
Alba can get in. Everyone who wants to get in the chat can get in.
There unfortunately were not enough people tonight to rally for the Unsubathon.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got defeated. In other words, you got
But I mean, to be fair, you waited until you had 822.
I didn't intentionally wait. I just kept playing Final Fantasy.
Get that nice buffer going. But
I think I might. Yeah,
I did make an image for it.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm just sad it didn't quite come together.
That's maybe maybe. All right, well, maybe for the 900 we could do it. I know you're really. I felt like you were a kid on Christmas waiting for it tonight, and it just didn't come to. It's okay. We could build up the next one. The first one, I think, what was special about is what it just happened.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely was expecting a nice celebration.
It was still a nice celebration.
It was a nice celebration. 800 subscriber. Shitty Iceman. It's so good. Hold on, let me get Blevins in here. I gotta get the correct intro.
It's always good to see that video of my dad. He's been sick the last couple of days. Has kidney stones pretty badly. Yeah, pretty badly. But it's good to see him in his prime.
Okay. What is the? Holy Hand Grenade is experiencing my retardation. In all of its glory. Joe El Rican for $5. Hell, can't wait to get your book in my hands. I'm planning on sending my 11-year-old niece a trading card and the main cover as her first. Oh my God! Thank you. That means a lot. If there's extra trading cards available for just the next 5 days. But thank you, man, Joe. That means a lot. And I'm glad to hear that it's someone's first comic. Hearing about like, even for example, someone like my personal trainer's daughter just drew it like Sukeish's cover. Seeing like knowing that people are giving it to their kids means a lot, especially their first comic. It really does mean the world, and I say this sincerely while looking at this goddamn Yeah.
Brilliant piece of work.
Brilliant. Great. You're always turning your best. I got to go. Y'all have a good night. Congrats on 800. Thank you.
Good
Yeah, I
night.
hate it. I think I've been at 800 for a bit, but I kept putting it off because I was like, I feel like playing Final Fantasy. And I was like, finally, let me celebrate. You know, I actually do have some stuff to celebrate. I hit 11K, which
Are
is
you a
incredible.
completionist? Is that why it's taking you so long?
They added I guess for this game I am, but I'm not always.
I used to be, when I was your age, when I was
Depends.
17, I had a lot of free time.
You're not platinum, Vaughn?
No. No, here's the thing. For this game, I'm being very completionist and I'm kind of regretting it, but I keep saying I'm this far in. So I've been very completionist with this game. If I had just done the main story stuff, I would be well done with this game by now.
Yeah, I used to do that with JRPGs, but now I don't have the time. So if I play one today, I just I try and just plow through it.
Yeah, I think like that's why I lost interest in Final Fantasy 15 is because I kept doing the side quest stuff and I just got bored of but I also don't think the main story gripped me the way. But I also, I think I spend too much time on side quests. What's going on, Jolly Green? How you doing?
You guys should play Octopath Traveler. That game.
I've heard that game is really good.
It's amazing, but man, no, I was just joking around about the whole Link thing. I've been playing Diablo since noon.
Oh yeah, which Diablo? That's
Diablo 4. The new season loot came out. It's amazing.
Do you?
I'm gonna go back and play it again here in a minute.
Brian, did you come from a Diablo 2 background?
No, I came from Diablo 3 background.
Okay, all right.
I have played Diablo 2 now though, due to the Diablo 2 Resurrected, where they revamped the game, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Anyone that's a fan of Diablo 2 should also check out Path of Exile. It's like Diablo 2 on crack.
I've played Path to Exile. There's just the learning curve on it is way too much, man.
Yeah, that's why the sequel is going to come out probably within the next year, and they're kind of going to meet in the middle.
I doubt it's going to be horrible.
I'm really looking forward to it. I
Hey, Vaughn, congratulations on 11K, brother.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's been great. And 5 days for that trading card. But obviously, people who get the higher tiers, they get the trading cards. But it's been great, man. I mean, it's been really special.
Yeah, the thing that's been throwing me off is like you have on here, like buy this pledge, like choose this reward, but then you have on it that you have to buy the signature. Well, why did you not just add the signature into the deal?
What do you mean? That's what's throwing you. I'll sign them in person, but I figured because I have to fly down there.
But it says you have to though.
What do you mean?
Like go to the producer pledge.
Yeah.
I go to the very bottom.
Yeah, signature has to be. Yeah, it's $5.
It said signature pledge required.
Yeah. No. Signature. If you want the signature on this stuff, in addition to all this, you get the handwritten thank you.
Signature must be added.
Yeah.
The way it's worded, it makes you think that you have to buy the signature in order to get it.
Okay. I didn't think of that. All right, I'll change that wording.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you get that, Alex? If it says signature must be added.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from, but I looked at it and I just.
You should have asked me. You could have just DM'd me if you had a question like that.
Oh man,
no,
I
wasn't
worried about it. It just kind of threw me off a little bit.
I see where he's coming from, but like I look at that and I see the signature separate, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just if you put 8,000, that's what it is. So I'll sign literally everything, even down to the trade, like whatever anyone wants to say. That's the $5 signature is like literally if you get this and you want me to sign all copies of the book, I'll do it.
Yeah, you got one. You got one producer already. Looks like.
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I messaged someone. I was like, "Oh, if you're interested in backing, whatever." And like, no big deal. And then they just go, "All right, I backed." And then I'm like, "What the?"
Who can you tell us who it was? There's a secret.
Well, it's not because his name's going to be in the. All right, so it was my uncle, my dad. So it's my dad's brother. Since I was dedicated to my
Secret,
dad.
secret. Nice.
Vaughn charging the producer. No, they could charge. They could. I just figured if they paid 1,000. But listen, I could talk with any producer, like my uncle. But it's just if for 45, son. And well, here's the thing about the 40. The thing is, I also with the producer tier, I say if I see you in person or at a con, I will sign anything for free. The producer tier is if you want it mailed to you, signed. But if it's, especially with my uncle, if I'm hanging out with my uncle, I will sign anything because it's my uncle, you know, like whatever. Like I'll sign anything in person, like whatever, no problem. I'm not never charging anyone in person, at least not anytime soon.
What are we doing with the original pages of the book?
So they're all digital.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Bobby is giving me some original art for the corner box logo. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he came up with an issue because it doesn't have the issue number, so I'm adding that to the covers.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
I produced the entire thing.
Bullshit. Where is old Bobby?
He's not doing streaming, at least not right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have producers also. Levins, if you're interested for any producer projects down the road, let me know. But producer tier is different because this was funded beforehand, but producer tiers, they'll get producer credit and a bunch of stuff, like more than $1,000 worth of stuff. And yeah. So there's the producer tiers, the 5 of everything. I am gonna add another cover, so I'm gonna have to say like 5 of everything. I might have to change the name of the tier minus insert whatever cover, because apparently Kickstarter you don't have to do exclusives anymore. From what I found on their website. So if that's the case, I'll launch Kickstarter with its own cover and I'll add it on here. I'm pretty sure. But no one has guessed who that cover artist is going to be. Anyone in chat who's been watching me for a while, I'm going to use the bathroom for a second and then grab more beer. But
it's him.
Everyone let me know who you think that this final cover artist for issue.
Rushbrook said it was him.
No, but his art submission, they'll probably get him to do one in the future. Maybe I'm definitely gonna have him draw something from.
I'm just saying he claimed it.
I would love to get him to draw stuff for me in the future. Michael,
just send him money. It'll all sort itself out.
But yeah, chat. You guys have to decide who's my cover artist, and then if someone guesses it, well.
Could be HHG.
Graham Nolan.
Oh, he'll have to make the guess when he gets back.
Good old Graham Nolan. Alex, how you been, man?
Not too shabby. My work schedule's been kind of messed up here this week. And next week's going to be even worse because I'm getting shipped out of town.
Oh, no. They finally ran you out, huh?
Just for a week. New branch is opening up, so they need help.
Nice.
But they're going to put me up in a hotel, which is nice. They're going to pay for all my food, which is nice. But the hotel internet's probably going to be absolute shit.
So do we think it's Billy Tucci? That would probably be a good guess. I haven't heard Billy say anything about it though.
It's probably not Jake, John. He's super busy.
I told the future that I would draw a cover for him, but he told me no.
Just do it anyway. Like just do it and send it to him. Like send a bill with it.
I said I'll draw you a cover for free, future, and he said, "Go F yourself, Blevins." And I was like, "Wow, that's a little rude."
That is a little rude. I mean, not super rude, but it's a little rude.
Rude.
Just send it. Just send it anyway. And
then he hit me.
Oh well, that's a little rude, but not too rude. Just send it certified mail, so he can't say that he didn't get it. Require a signature and everything. Just mail it to him.
I'm just gonna try to do him a cover for his second book. Now that he knows that I was legit, I think he thought I was joking around.
No, just don't ask for permission. Just do it and mail it to him with a bill. All nice and official.
But I can't send him a bill if I was doing it for free.
Well, then don't do it for free.
But that'd be rude if I charged him for it.
I mean, he already beat you once. Just, $100
I
bill.
didn't say he beat me. I say he just hit me.
Close
like
enough.
three or four times across the face.
In the head, the face?
Yeah, across the face.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that counts. I'd send him a bill.
Yeah, I mean, it hurt. Like a lot.
Yeah, and I bet he didn't even record it. Because, if you're going to do that, you need to at least record it so that it can be used for entertainment value, over and over.
He actually asked me if I was recording anything, and I'm like, no. And then that's when it started.
Always say yes.
Started happening.
Brian, if someone asks you if you're recording, you say yes.
What did I miss out on?
Someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
He was talking about how, he was assaulted.
Yeah, I told Vaughn that I would draw a cover for him, and he told me to go F myself. And
I
was
didn't.
Like, wow.
I had already had too many covers. I would love to get you to do something at some point. What I've seen of what you were drawing for the fan art thing looks good. We've gotten some cool fan art stuff too so far. All right. What did I miss? All right, what do I got? Kelsey. This is a good. I would love to get Kelsey to do something at some point, but it was
but Kelsey's backed up.
Kelsey was a good voice. A good.
I would love to get Kelsey is very busy.
Yeah.
But I would love to get Kelsey to draw maybe because I already have a list of people for later issues, which goes to show
me. I've been in the second issue.
I'd love to get a bunch of people wait,
in it, like you're drawn in here.
No, I'm drawing the cover.
Oh,
yeah, we can figure something out.
I'd
love to see more of your
for free.
Yeah, I mean, you could be like one of the villains or something. No,
for one of the villains. Well, issue 2, I was writing before this rewriting, I should say. Hyper Wizard, that's another guess. Billy Tucci. I would love to get Billy for issue 2 because there is a ninja chick. Oh shit!
How about old Fragaboom?
Oh, I'd love to get Frega to do a cover. I haven't even thought of him. He's not on issue 1. Okay, so no, it is not Billy. Is not doing a cover for issue 1. He was one of the first people I asked, and he wasn't available because I gave him an insane time frame. But if I had known it would have been delayed this much, I might have potentially been able to get a Billy cover. But that's my poor planning. So for the future, I'll have to ask him to do a cover. But I have a Billy Tucci quote. But no one has guessed Cecil.
Cecil, Jesus.
Dude, getting a Cecil cover. You know what's the sad part is there'd be some artist that I could hire to get to do a cover who'd work really hard, and then the Cecil cover probably still set there.
Hello.
I thought somebody said John Malin in the chat. I was laughing at that, but I did not.
Keep guess. No one has guessed. All right.
If
someone has been on my channel, Blevins, if I've told you who did it, don't say it.
If Cecil does a cover, it should be a Mike Oxmall cover.
Ooh, I could get Jules to color. No, what I'll do is I'll get Cecil to draw, and then I get Jules to color. Her colors are great. She has to try and fix it.
She would probably just refuse to do it. She'd be like, get someone else.
You would probably have to go through her.
I'll pay her more than Cecil.
You'd have to go through her to get one.
Yeah, Rini has already did the cover. All right, I'll give you a hint. It's someone who I've had on my show, but not on Vaughn Coleman Presents.
Well, there's two people that I can think of right now. Actually,
right,
people. There's 3 people I can think of. There's
people have guessed. Hang on, let me rattle off who everyone's guessed before you say that. Bobby has been guessed. Kelsey, Cecil, Billy Tucci, Hyper Wizard. Who else has been guessed? Rini's already done a cover. Narwhal has just guessed. No, it's not Narwhal.
How about Philly D?
Phil Diaz? No, it's not Phil Diaz.
Is it PTP?
No, it's not PTP. He's been on Von Coleman Presents also, but no,
Oh,
it's
I
not
didn't know
Patrick.
that.
I should ask him to do a cover at some point in the future, though.
Has Buzz been on Von Coleman Presents?
No, he is not.
Oh,
Is it Buzz?
Potentially.
Uh-oh.
It's Buzz. All right, fine. That's who it is. It's Buzz. Buzz is
Opie
doing
Lamb
my.
in the house.
I'm gonna get him to do Von Coleman Presents. When,
yeah. I was gonna say. I
yeah.
thought you already had.
I haven't had him as Von Coleman Presents.
Hmm.
No, PTP's a friend of mine. I like PTP. Yeah, I think
He's actually
Buzz.
pretty cool. He is not a poison pill.
Well, yeah, but no, it's Buzz. So Buzz is. I have the thumbnail. I can't. I don't want to. No, I don't want to show anything off. But it is Buzz. He's doing a cover for me. It was going to be a Kickstarter cover, but apparently, that's not the case. Apparently, like Kickstarter, because I looked it up and it was like Kickstarter. Do you require platform exclusives? And it's this whole lecture about how you should only do on one platform. All my she submitted for the art contest, but I'm talking about cover artists. So like the variant covers here, but art contest she did submit for the art contest. I could pull. I should really have the art contest submissions in like a folder. I should probably do that.
I wouldn't mind like you getting them all together, then doing an ash can of all of them.
I should do a fan art book when I have enough fan art. So
fan
far,
art. Well, an ash can, like that way it could be like only 16 pages or something, you know? Like some like
wait,
a little
hang on.
small
What
ash can.
quantifies as an because ash can? Can you have lettering? Because an ash can is a preview book, but like
Yeah. I mean,
does it have to be in black and white, or what qualifies as an ash can?
They were in color. They were in black and white. Some are small. Some are big.
Yeah. There's no strict.
Yeah, there's no strict rule. It's just it's not a full comic, you know.
Yeah. I mean, traditionally they were smaller than,
Are they?
all the dimensions were smaller traditionally.
So what is because I remember because I bought Brutor as an ash can, so you can do it. So ash can is what just
the term is kind of.
It's like 1/4 the size of a comic.
Oh, does it have to? Because Bobby's I got is like a full size, but it's
No,
just,
that's right, but that's traditionally like you can do whatever you want.
Because that was the first ash can I ever got was
Yeah.
Bobby's.
I mean, honestly, you could make it.
Okay, what's your own? Ellie, tell us your standards. Let's hear 'em.
Hey, dude, I got to go, but man, thanks for having me on, dude. Congratulations
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, not a problem. Future, just keep sending that link, and I will be here.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to reach out. And let me know what tier you decide upon too,
dude. I mean, you know what tier I'm going to do. I'm just waiting till the end to do it.
Okay.
I was going to do it today, actually. I sat down and did it today, and I was like, man, I'm going to give that dude a call. And
Okay.
I've been busy, like, I'm getting ready to open the game store.
Okay.
Getting ready to do all that stuff. So I've had like so much stuff to do, but anyway, you have a good night. See you later, chat.
Okay.
Alex, has always been good talking with you, and talk to you guys later.
Good night, Brian.
See you.
Peace. Bye.
Bye. Hold on. Ashcan was meant as a trademark for characters and titles, so as long as the characters. Oh, what the fuck does Ashcan like? What does it mean? Also, Holy Hand Grenade. I just got to say the entire beat from Tampa is gay, and I don't take sides. All of these left the whole thing. God bless you, Holy Hand Grenade. Yeah, I'm just like whatever. I'm friends with who I'm friends with. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to make my comic. That's all. Yeah, it's really gay. And it's honestly a whole nothing burger. It really is. But we don't see what qualifies as a cover artist. If they've been paid, a cover artist. So if I have so my comic has multiple covers, right? If their art is going to be printed as a cover, if I paid them to do a cover, yeah. If there's no need for, or what the fuck? Hang on. What was it? All right. Dude, I need to get better at handling my alcohol. Like, I need to learn from Cecil.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. I don't know what to tell you there.
So it's basically, there's a main cover and variant covers. Those people are my cover artists. So if I paid you to do a cover and it's being printed on the book, you are a cover artist. That's what it means. So yeah, here we go. These ones right here. And I swear it's just a coincidence they all came in chronological order. Now the Buzz cover is going to break that order, but that's okay. Buzz's cover is the the composition is so good, dude. Buzz deserves to be a bigger name than he is, but he, you know what? He's when I did my thank you post for everyone that helped me along the way, Buzz is one of the people. He told me he wants to hire me for cons, but he's dealing with some family stuff. But Buzz is the man. He loves all of us. He loves Hard Charges crew. And yeah, I hope I should have talked to Zach tonight. Zach and I had a phone call and I was like, yeah, you should come to my stream sometime. And then my dumbass, because all right, so I was like, oh my, because I kept putting on my 800 subscriber special, right? I kept putting it off. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing it. So I recorded that short video and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll post it. But then if I post it, I have to commit to doing it tonight. And I was like, fuck it, I'm posting it. And now I'm like, shit. So now I'm working on this. So I go, okay, I posted it. And now I'm working on the script for issue 2. And I forgot to fucking tell people that I'm doing it. And I'm like, shit.
I mean, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, he's on with Jay.
Oh, is it Tuesdays and Thursdays? I didn't know which days he was on.
Yeah.
I should be watching Jay. I apologize.
Well, like, if you're not watching the show that they're covering, it might not be as interesting. But right now they're doing Edge Runners and later, John, Edge Runners and what's the other show they're covering? I can't remember off the top of my head, but like I haven't seen those shows, so I'm like, I can't watch that stream. But yeah, absolutely hit them up. And I mean, honestly, you should probably think about just doing, another Hard Charger stream at some point.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I should get it back in order. It's I got it. I'm also all right. So I'm in a weird transitional phase. Sounds gay. I was gonna, but you know what? Fuck it.
I would never have made that comment.
Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. No, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm figuring out like what I want to do with my content, and it's in a weird spot. I want to do because I still want to do Comic Strip Club. I keep putting that off, and finally, now that I've launched my goddamn book, now that I've got my book, I'd love to do that. But I'm also, I have some stuff I'm working on. So I would love to start that. I feel bad. I told Jules to get Frank Miller's Ronin like a year ago. We never did it. So I think we're going to start with that. Because that was like I feel like for like weeaboos, like the best, like to bring them over to manga, like Frank Miller's Daredevil. Frank Miller really, because Frank Miller, we're talking, that's another thing people don't realize is because people are like, oh, manga's a more recent infiltration, which in a mainstream sense, yes. But you look at a lot of the artists today, they were in. So Frank Miller, big in a manga.
Yeah.
Like he was to the point where he did the Wolf and Cub translation. Art Adams, and also working with Michael Golden, because I didn't know this. Michael Golden was like a manga. He's a manga anime guy. Like he'll wear like Totoro shirts to conventions. Like he likes anime.
Yeah, a lot of those guys did. There was a lot of influence, a lot of cross-pollination,
which people don't realize. But yeah,
I mostly came from the manga background. So
I walked into Barnes and Noble for 2 seconds to see if I could poach anyone off for my comic. That's something I was doing in real life too. I was going to comics. Hey, just so happens I have this. Like I was dropping stuff off. I knew they wouldn't let me carry it at Barnes and Nobles. And the comic section compared to the manga section, it's so depressing. The manga section is this beautiful. And to be fair, because even I as a fan was like, yeah, I would go to the manga section too. Like, no question. Like it's just so it's like sad. Like looking at the comic section.
Yeah, it's kind of painful.
It's like really depressing, man. Yeah. GI Joe is something I need to get more into.
So
Oh,
Sorry.
oh wow, advertising comics. Yeah, I didn't get that at all. I grew up on all superhero media. They never advertised the comics. I was huge into the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, huge into the Lego Batman, never advertised comics.
Well, so part of the problem is that the films were covering older material typically. So like even if they did try and push the comics, it would be like you'd go to your local comic shop and you'd grab an issue and look at it and be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. But even it's just weird though. Like but even then, Batman, I feel like you can always whatever is currently going on, Batman is stable enough where if he's still in Gotham City and he's still fighting these villains, like his villains, if they've been there, like a lot of his most famous villains have been around since the 1940s. You know, like Robin's been there since the 40s.
Yeah,
Scarecrow.
But that
who's
in a
your
way,
favorite Batman villain, by the way? I'm just curious. I feel like I've asked everyone this.
Oh gosh, Batman actually had a lot of good villains.
Oh, yeah.
I do
hot
think,
take, Alex. That was a very hot take from you.
Yes, I know. It's kind of unbelievable to hear.
Everyone in chat, tell me your favorite Batman villain.
I'd probably say the Joker, but that might just be because there's so much material that like he's always around constantly.
Well, there's so much to choose from. Also, by the way, when I was one of the first times I was hanging out with Graham in person, I asked him, I was like, okay, so you created Bane, but I was like, all right, outside of Bane, who's your favorite Batman villain? He goes, the Joker. And he goes, and let me tell you, he goes in this whole thing. He goes, and let me tell you this. Me and Chuck Dixon, we did the best Joker story ever, and no one talks about it. And he was going this whole thing. And DC never prints it, but I'm telling you this for Graham Nolan, and tell him I told you to read it if you guys are here and read it from chat. Batman, Joker, Devil's Advocate. One of the best Joker stories ever written. It was drawn by Graham, written by Chuck. And Graham actually wrote one of the I think he wrote the closing line. And he told me this. He goes, I wrote the final line of the book. It was my idea. And it's a great line. Graham, like these guys did one of the best Joker stories, and DC didn't market it properly, but it's up there with The Killing Joke. It's they hate The Killing Joke, by the way. Graham and Chuck hate The Killing Joke. And so this was their response to The Killing Joke. And it's really good. Devil's Advocate. So if you get the chance, I read it online, but I'd love to buy it. If Graham and Chuck made money off of it, I would have spent the extra money.
Right. Well, that's the thing is, so American comics, not all of them, obviously, but like most of your mainstream comics have some major weaknesses that Japan doesn't have. And a couple of the big ones are, one, most of our stuff is not creator owned.
Mm-hmm.
And two, some people see this as an advantage, and I kind of don't, but I'm not a huge fan of evergreen characters.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Galvanite should not be an eternal character that just gets picked up by like writer after writer
when I'm dead.
For like 100 years.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah,
well, if I'm dead, they won't. When he's public domain. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, you won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that'll be a them problem.
You might roll over in your grave a couple times, but it's fine.
Yeah.
No, but like most manga, I mean, there are exceptions, but these stories have a beginning and they have an end.
Yes. Full Metal Alchemist is one of the things I love about it. It has a great, oh my God, like you could tell that it was like constructed in such a way. It was one of my influences actually in Phenomenova.
In fact, one of my other favorite manga, it's a big problem that it doesn't have an ending yet, and that's Berserk.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say Berserk.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, in a case like that, it's like, well, you can't really be mad at anybody in particular because, I mean, he passed away.
I wrote my idea for my ending, but I should really just write my final possible ending in case I die. So it's like, hey, man, if you could just be like, hey, guys, raise a lot. Listen, if I fucking die,
if an airplane lands on me, finish my book for me.
At least make it like a decent turnout for the funding.
How would that work though? Like,
Juan's dead. Here's the book.
Well, no, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd have to have it written in your will that the rights transfer to somebody, wouldn't you?
Oh shit! Who do I trust? Rainey doesn't know anything about superheroes. My mom doesn't know anything about comics. My sister doesn't know anything about comics.
I mean, you could.
My friends, some of my friends, like Tomas, who's here in chat,
right?
like,
So you what you could do is put it in the hands of like the actual IP ownership. Put it in the hands of somebody you trust, and it could be family. But you write in specifically like, I want this person to write it. I want, this person to help edit it. And, so you could do it like that.
Dude, like, because I like people. Tomas is it? Oh, what's up?
I hate people.
He created, Ronald Skinburn here, created one of the Phenomenova members. So he's not going to appear in issue 1, but he'll appear in issue 3. He co-created the character with me right here. It was his idea, and then I kind of did all the work. But yeah, that character, he's not going to be in issue 1, pal, but he'll be. Have you backed it, by the way? You better have backed issue 1. It's available now. But yeah, issue 1 is going to be. Yeah, he's going to be, that character is going to be in issue 3.
Did you find what you would consider a really natural stopping point?
That's all right. It was kind of. I mean, he came up with the real name in the Power set, but the character wouldn't exist because he just kind of did his own. No. So the character's name is Thermo. But I'm debating how much I'm going to reveal before he appears. I back everything. Oh, I didn't see. Were you in the backers list? I didn't see you. I'll have to check.
Anonymous.
Yeah, are you on the backer list?
You can choose to make an anonymous contribution. I have no idea what
the day 1 trading card is available for $5 right now. But yeah, Jules. Yeah, so Jules Juju, she did the trading card and she did the Final Fantasy VII homage cover. So to no one's surprise, Rini, despite not even having it colored yet, her cover is the best selling. Well, actually, aside from the main cover is the highest selling. I don't know if that's just because it's $5 cheaper or because it's the easiest option. Probably both.
Yeah.
But it's also a really good. I'm really happy with this cover. Like, it was the initial vision I thought of.
Yeah, it came out great. Von Amanova.
Oh, God. Yeah. I have multiple accounts. So.
Yeah, you've got a lot of good covers. Possibly too many.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I didn't expect to do that many. So I was going to do like a few. I was going to do one for... So because Buzz wasn't going to do one and I was like, well, for safety. And then when I was interviewing with Sukeisha, I just like off the cuff.
No. You strike when the iron's hot, man.
Yeah. And then I was at the gym and I was like, dude, why am I not doing a Final Fantasy VII homage cover? The new game is out. There's a part where the character looks at a futuristic reactor. And I was like, well, who did that? Well, Jules had already done. Jules, by the way, fantastic job on the trading card. She's one of those artists. If anyone is wants to hire an artist, she's a great story. She's also a great writer. Like, because I'm editing her book. Her writing is fantastic. Like, her book is, especially if you're a weeb, but even outside of that, if you just like good storytelling, like last time I was editing her book, we just sat and talked on the phone for like 3 hours. Like, she is a fantastic writer. Like, her book is going to be something really special.
Scot-free.
Apparently Cecil wants credit for this cover because apparently Jules would just look up him occasionally and be like, hey, does this look good? And he'd be like, yeah. So if you want him to sign the cover, he minorly
contributes. Why doesn't he have cover credit?
Yeah. Yeah,
you should pen him in as Mike Oxmall.
Yeah. So because there's a ton. Listen, that's one of the things. There's so many artists I'd love to work with. I want to do that book. I'm going to call it Torch Pass. I think it's at a yes and where it's every couple pages we switch different writer and artist. I'd love to do that as well. If it funds enough, I'd love to do that. But yeah, I mean, I have a list. There's so many artists I want to work with. I would love to work Jimmy Reyes, Rob Hunter. We go way back, so I feel like Rob Hunter and I got it. So my first published work was I was an editor. Well, it's not my first work, but I was an editor for Hunter Ninja Bear. This is my first ever work, and I worked with Rob Hunter. And I pitched this book to him. At that time, it was called The Vortex. Now it's Phenomenova. And he totally rejected my pitch, which is great. He gave me great feedback.
Yeah.
Rob Hunter's great.
Yeah.
Good dude. Yeah, Rob's a good dude.
Jimmy has really elevated his art too.
Jimmy Reyes, fast improving. If you have a chance to work with Rob Hunter, well, that's the thing. Like I said, so I have worked with Rob. It wasn't Rob. Where the fuck did I put it? I've been taking out like the same few comics for interviews, so I just kind of don't put them back in the proper place because I know I'm going to take them out again. So, Hunter Ninja Bear, Holy Hand Grenade, or LE. Sorry, I'm sorry. LE, Holy Hand Grenade. Let's see. LE, where is it? So you can't really see it. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in a bit. I don't know if you could see it, but I was an editor on Hunter Ninja Bear. That was my first job in comics. Hold on, let me see if I could zoom in. There you go. So I was an editor on Hunter Ninja Bear. That was my first job in comics. Yeah, the killing the bear scene, that made me sad. But as an editor, I was like, yeah, they made me feel bad in that scene. But yeah, Hunter Ninja Bear was the first comic I ever worked on. I was an editor. And I remember, so the reason why I wrote the first 8 issues, it was 11 because they were 24 page, was because I had worked for Phenom Comics. And I was like, man, I want to pitch my book like a big volume like that. And my boss liked it, but he was like, yeah, we already have enough books, whatever. Well, he liked it, but Rob Hunter totally shit on he was like, this is the Flash. He gets struck by lightning in his powers. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, so this is the Flash. I've seen this like a million times before. He gave me great feedback, but he also initially, so this character right here who has the night thing was going to be like my own version of Superman. Thank God I got creative feedback that was like changing.
Yeah.
Because it's really like every universe has their own Superman proxy. So I was like, I'll make him a knight in shining armor with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get off the beaten path a little bit.
All right. You know what? Actually, so have you read Hunter Ninja Bear?
I have not.
All right, it's a good one. So I'll tell you guys this on air. There's a scene I remember flipping my shit when I saw. So there's a scene, obviously like grammar errors, I did, but so there's a scene in Hunter Ninja Bear that I came up with. So and you learn things from bad writing. So like for example, I would watch the Star Wars sequels, and I was like, dude, why is Rey so good without training? And I remember I had been so far in. We were this far in, and then I had been told what the ending of the book was and what my plan was for Hunter Ninja Bear book 2. And I was like, oh, well, if this is where you want to go, this is why it's important for, I think, people you're creating with to know the full story. And it's why I have people sign NDAs. But it's also so I give them all the information to work with so they do their best work. And I was like, okay, so if this is where you're going, there should be a training. There's a gap in the story here where the character of Hannah is not very good at fighting, and then she plans to be good at fighting later. I was like, okay, so there's not really a time where she trains. Well, there is this portion of the story where they're on the boat for a very long period for months, like they established. Because
a boat arc?
No, not a boat arc. But there's a part where they're on a boat for months at a time. And so my idea as an editor, I was like, why don't you just add a sequence just saying, or even if it's just a line of dialogue, just saying they trained on the boat during these months. So that way, by the time later on, when she's good at fighting, she has these skills and we know how she got them. So that scene was all right, this scene.
In other words, a training montage.
Yes, I came up with this. So this scene was my idea.
No, I assure you, you did not invent the training montage.
I know I didn't, but I'm saying the books are fully colored. The pages were fully colored and lettered. So this sequence, this 2-page sequence.
Yeah.
So see how this is an opening splash page?
Yeah.
That was the opening page of that issue before. But then I gave feedback and they added those 2 pages.
No, that's good.
That scene was my idea. And I'm very proud of that.
That's good. I mean, sometimes they need an outside eye to be like, okay, you're not properly telegraphing this information.
Yeah, and which is
You're-
I didn't get to directly. I've still never gotten. I need to have Chuck on, but I remember like being on the phone and I was freaking. Dude, the art was amazing. I remember because I had never heard of Mel Ruby, and then after reading this, I went out and bought some of his Red Sonja stuff. Mel Ruby, I should get Mel to do. You know what I should do? I should get the whole Hunter Ninja Bear team to do a cover for me for issue 2 because there is a ninja. So Hunter Ninja Bear has a ninja, and then I should get the there's I should get the Hunter Ninja Bear team to do a cover for
You
me.
should
for
probably
issue 2.
like chart this out because
I
you're
keep saying all
coming
these
up
people.
with a lot of cover artists,
I know.
and I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm
listen,
not doing
man,
all
you
of them.
can't have like 10 variant covers.
No,
on
I'm
book
not
2.
doing 10 variants. I got to choose a few. I got to choose
You
a
might
few.
want to start. You might want to start narrowing it down. Like the thing
Or
is,
come
is
up with
that-
more books to make
Well, I mean, sure.
if I could spend that money.
Well, right. That's the thing. Is because, like, if you do like a one shot or a different project, it's not necessarily going to be as big. There's no guarantee.
No, there's not.
So
Insert did well.
yeah, I mean,
And
may-
FS7 variants, I'm there. Yeah, dude.
maybe it would have done better if it wasn't a blatant self insert, but no,
Probably.
I know.
If it was a girl with big tits,
that's different.
don't tell me it wouldn't have. Although
Yeah,
my
no, that's
family
different.
members might have been less eager to back.
Oh, that's true. It might have hurt you in some ways and helped in others, but
Well, but also my family members are like what a small portion. I mean, I know Irish people breed like rabbits, but they're not like that huge portion. Although, they contributed their fair share. I would,
maybe some of them would have still backed it. They just wouldn't, maybe anonymously.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob Hunter is a good dude. Rob Hunter, I worked with before I started streaming and any of that. That was the first work I ever worked on. I gotta figure because I'm gonna be doing Hunter Ninja Bear 2. I don't know when it's coming out, but I was told that they're keeping the same team, so I'm gonna be an editor again for Hunter Ninja Bear 2 whenever they make that. So I haven't heard anything. And I'm an editor. I should ask. I should be like, hey, how's it going? Figure it out. I wonder if Rob Hunter knows anything about that. Rob's good. Yeah, Rob and I worked on that. That was such a fun book. Everyone I know who hears about it loves it. Yeah, Death Raider. Rob. What's funny is Rob and I were talking about this on my launch stream. So Rob rejected my pitch that would become Phenomenova, and then he pitched Death Raider, and then that also got rejected. Jimmy Reyes is a good dude too. I love Jimmy.
Yeah. Jimmy, I can definitely see like some of his influences in his work. Like the primary one to me is actually one I don't think you're familiar with.
Who?
Claymore.
I don't know if I know that.
It's a manga.
Is he a manga guy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that he's like manga only or manga first or anything, but
no, that's interesting.
He comes from, kind of a mixed background, video games, Western comics, manga. But yeah, if you read the pitch and you're familiar with Claymore, because I kind of called it, and he's like, yeah, I love Claymore.
Nice, dude. That's really cool. Jimmy Reyes is one of my favorites. I love Jimmy. He showed up for my launch. I gotta stream with Jimmy more, but like underrated king.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's always been incredibly nice. He busted my balls, but he's always been incredibly nice.
Oh, but you have to. I mean,
well, you have to. Well, it's Jimmy.
But the thing is,
but the thing is, and I rip on each other. I mean, look at how he rips on me.
But that's the thing with Jimmy is that he can dish it out, but he can take it too.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, he's a good man. I love Jimmy. He's one of my So he's one of those guys I haven't met. So the ones I've met in person in terms of the Kings. So I've met Ethan, Shane, Billy, tons of times. Graham,
Art.
I haven't met Art. Andy Smith, I've met a couple times. Dan
Andy was
Frega,
great. Yep. Dan obviously. is the man.
Rini many times, or really twice in person. It feels like we met more times. Is that it? It might be it. I think I've only met 7 of them.
Rob.
Oh, Rob Hunter. Yeah, of course. Rob Hunter, of course.
Yeah.
I met him briefly at Tampa, but I had known him longer. Rob.
Yeah, did you see Dan's post?
Frega? What did he post?
Yeah. About his health problems?
No, I didn't. What's going on with Dan?
So like the reason
I know he has something because he was gonna have me on his show at one point, and then he told me he had health things and he couldn't.
Yeah. So he's getting surgery.
Yes, he told me that. That's why he couldn't have me. And I was like, oh my god,
Right.
I would have never asked if I had known. He was like, no,
Right. Yeah, no. So he like that's the thing is like I knew something was up just because of how far behind Black Flag was, and
Yes.
I'm the type that like listen, honestly, I don't care if you're late as long as you don't vanish off the face of the earth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I wasn't like worried about it, but his progress had slowed to the point where I'm like something is up, and come to find out he had problems with bad shakes. But once they identify the problem and he gets surgery, back surgery, they'll get him squared away. And
Yes, he told me that.
yeah, thank God. I mean,
yes,
obviously he's gonna have some recovery time, but
he also has he's a busy man and he's a very in-demand artist in his day job.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got that. He's
It's not
got
like it's his full-time job,
Yeah, he's got his kids and everything. So,
I didn't realize this, but he's in a Kelly Clarkson music video.
Yeah, he's
Ali sent me that.
Dan has been around and he's been involved in a lot of cool shit. But if you ever want to mess with him, you always can razz him about Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, I did. I got a signed DVD of it.
Yeah. But Dan's funny. Like he'll roll with it. He'll be like, he'll apologize for it, even though it like clearly all of the actual problems with that film had nothing to do with Dan's part in the production.
I gotta get my friends who are Dragon Ball fans to come up to that. Let's see. I've only met Tucci. Yeah, I don't like meeting people. It's my introvert nature. That's okay, but I would love to meet you, man. If you ever
to the choir, Ellie, man, I'm a raging introvert.
It's okay. A lot of people are, but I'd still love to meet you, Jen.
And I hate traveling too, but I will eventually get out to a convention.
That's cool. Yeah. No, a lot of people. I get it, man. Yeah, recovering from surgery takes time too. I'm still recovering from my broken arm surgery 3 months. God damn. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. No, Frega is one of the nicest fucking people. Like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Yackey. Well, does he count? Oh, does Mark Polton I've met? Matt Yackey, because they worked in mainstream. I don't know if they.
Yep.
Mark Polton is such a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark is great. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark I've met like 3 times. He's a good dude. He's a fellow Jersey boy. So I'm not sure if he's originally from New Jersey. Sean Arendt is obviously, you could tell. Sean is cool. Fucking funny. I love Sean. We've gotten the hanging out with him in the bar. He's so funny. He was shit faced like I fucking love you, Juan. Like I love Sean. Sean Arendt. I have some art from him. Sean Arendt is one of my he's a good dude. Kayla is great. I met her well before I started streaming. Kayla is awesome.
Chris Graves, have you met him?
Yes, I met Chris. What's up, Phil? If you want the link, let me know, Phil.
What's up, Phil?
It's Phil Diaz. I have some art.
Philium.
Yeah. I might need to get another CGification soon. Phil, we got some original. Phil, I got a new remark in here, by the way. I always update Phil. John Broglio did Zombie Sama. We got in here. So there we go. There's Sean. We were just talking about Sean, Chad Townsend, John Broglio, Phil, Brandon, and then Then obviously we got Bancroft. Kelsey didn't have time for a remark. Hyper Wizard, Narwhal, Yanzi, Camel Moon, Joe Catapano. Jesus, I've been streaming for over a year and I still can't get the mirror thing. I noticed this recently. Why the fuck did Narwhal sign once here next to his drawing, which makes sense, right? Why the fuck did he sign here?
Because it's hilarious.
Like, do you realize there could have been like another remake?
I'm gonna send him a message right now and be like, sign that CG Vacation 4 more times.
Mike Barron up here.
Fill some space up with your name, Narwhal.
Let's see. Is this? Hang on. Oh, Mark Polton is here. Yeah, Mark Polton's in here. We got a lot of people in here. Arvid Nelson. Arvid's a nice
Arvid
guy.
is great.
Arvid's in here.
You absolutely need to keep an eye out for Band of the Crow.
I do. He was one of the people that gave me brutally honest feedback. Very nice guy.
He's very, very intelligent, and
I could tell. I love Arvid.
He's a skilled writer.
He has been very nice to me. Billy, of course, took up a full page. Cecil right next to him, his magnum opus. And this is, of course, my favorite. I've shown this off many times, but oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Rainey, PTP, Shane, Graham, Andy, and Frege.
Yeah, I like the way that they're like, it looks like it was layered.
And it wasn't. All right, so who drew first? Guess.
Well, I would be cheating because I already know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
All right, chat, guess who drew first? Who drew I think it was, hang on. You know, I don't remember who drew
if I remember correctly, you said you had either Rini or Shane start.
Nope, neither.
Oh, of the top 3, I mean.
Nope.
Really?
Of the top 3, it was, yes.
Yeah, I don't know on the bottom, but
it wasn't PTP. PTP was one of
No, I know. That's why I was saying I already know that PTP ended up.
He chose the worst spot and he still killed it.
Right, he jumped in after the other 2 were already there.
Yes.
But that's why I said it was interesting. It looks like it was layered, but you know, obviously it's not.
Frege was the first one to draw. Then Andy. And then at Tampa, because the other 4 I got at Tampa, it was Rini, then Shane, then Patrick, and then Grant.
And then Rini went back and did more.
Rini and Grant, and then Grant. Because what happened was, if you notice, those 3, Rini, Patrick, and Graham, are the only ones of color because they kept trying to one up each other.
Right.
But yeah. And dude, Andy is such a fun guy to hang. And Dennis Turner is fun to hang out with too.
Dennis is a great dude. I jive with Dennis a lot because he's a D&D guy.
Playing, yeah,
old school.
Dennis, yeah, because Dennis is someone, because it's not like I hadn't read his writing because Core Draft was still crowdfunding. He's like, oh, I know. And then I say it, and everyone's like, no. Yeah. Man, it's been, in terms of original art, Billy was the first one I ever got a commission from. Billy's the man, because Billy was like, oh, how much is it? He's like, this. He's like, if you draw a bust, I'll draw a little something for you. And he drew like up to her like waist. Billy's the man. I'm trying to think in terms of because I've hung out with Billy probably the most of anyone. Like I've been to the most cons with Billy. Upwards of 10. Like we hang out all the time. Let's see, who have I so just Billy I've hung out with the most easily. Because we're talking just in person. Because like technically Rainey is probably the one I've hung out with the most. We're talking online. But I've only hung out with her twice. Patrick I've met 4 times. Graham I've met. How many times have I met Graham? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've met Graham like 5 times. So Graham would be like behind Billy. Frege I've hung out with Frege and Andy the same amount of times. I've met Ethan 3 times. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean that's basically it. And then Phil, I've hung out with twice. Phil and Brandon. Brandon threatened to kill me.
Based.
It's on Virgin Finger. You said you were on set last month. Wait, did I say I was on set? I wasn't on set last month. I wasn't on set last month. I was on set. I released a short film that was years behind, but I was not. Was I on set last month? No, I wasn't on set last month. I was on set of a short film a few months ago. Yeah. On a few months. I was on one short film and then another a few months before that. But I've been on a few. But I've been so focused on comics. I need to get back into writing films and making films and being on film sets in general. Oh no! Wait, hang on. I did work on a movie set November into December. I was on a movie set for a movie. Let's see. Is it public? Hang on. I want to because I don't. Did I sign an NDA or did they just kind of hire? Because like I treat it like professionally.
Yeah, they can't enforce them. Hell with it.
Fuck it. All right. Yeah. All right. Here we go. So the last feature film I worked on was called. Let's see if I'm not on the crew list. I'm gonna message someone. One Stupid Thing. This is the name of the last film I worked on. I read like 5 pages of script, and then they were like, "You need to work on this," and then I never got around to finishing the script. The cast, they were cool to me. She gave me acting lessons, but I wasn't there on any of the scene. I got to get her on my show. So real quick, so she used to give me acting lessons. She was the bus driver in Forrest Gump. She was the farmer's wife in Men in Black. She is a good family friend of mine. She said she'd come on my show, but we've always had scheduling conflicts, but she is a good friend of mine. But anyway, let's see if if I'm not listed on here, I'm going to lose my shit. Well, I'll be mildly annoyed. And I'll just be, can you please add me? Because I'm a productionist. Fuck. God damn, I worked on this movie.
They should credit you as Galvin Knight.
It's in the catering shit. But I did work on this movie.
They should have like an other category.
Wow, they put Elena.
Put you in with the others.
I'm gonna yell at Elena. All right. Yeah, no.
You can be in the other section with like the Uber Eats drivers.
This is fucked up, dude.
Coffee boy.
Wow, Matt was. Why am I not listed? What the fuck?
Snubbed.
This is messed up, Matt.
This
Matt's
is like when
there.
this is like
Matt's
when they go.
Friend.
This is like when they go back and scrub people from credits.
I have these people. But like, how do I go about approaching this?
That's a great question.
Because like this is
how do you prove that you were involved?
No, I literally have the documents, but I'm saying like, how do I just be, hey, just letting you know, like how do I don't know how like. Fuck.
Now you're gonna have to Google it. Ask Chat GPT.
No, because I worked on this. It's not a matter of that. I would like my name on the IMDb. It would be cool. Like, goddamn, like why? Like, because I know some of these people. I don't know some. Is it bad that I don't know some of the other people? I know 2 of them at least. I don't know some of these people, but I fed all of them food, so that's cool.
Oh yeah, you should definitely get credit now.
Yeah, well, listen, I did the catering, which meant that like, because even though I didn't make the food, you know, like, but they'd also be like, why isn't this here today? And be like, dude, I didn't do that. Like, I don't know, I just put it on the trays, man. Like,
oh, you're getting great film ideas in the chat.
I'm not listening. I'm not reading that.
No, I'm not saying, no, I'm just saying that's a great film idea. You know, you should make a short film about that.
I should try and get some of the cast on my show. But yeah.
Like instead of actually asking for credit, just make a short
film about it. Here? Like this is messed up, man. All right, well, you know what? All right, this is the other feature film that I worked on. This one was really good. It was the Miranda, right? This is the first short film I worked on. It was right out of college before the
You talked about this one a little bit.
Yeah, this one is really cool. Hold on, let's get it.
I like that. I like that short film you posted.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I gotta make more. All right, what hand additional? All right, where are
I gave you good feedback on it.
Thank you. I gotta. Yeah, I do agree with you, but it was like I shot it so long ago. Like if someone had given me that, but no, you're right. Like I had never thought of that, and I wrote the damn. All right, where the hell am I? All right, fine, cool. Come on, please tell me I'm listed on this. There we go. Let's go. Look at how early on. Oh, let's go.
Got that dopamine now.
I'm very happy. Well, because I was like, the producers love me on this set. All right. Did you learn anything cool from working on set, like Wipeout? Yeah, that's the thing. They don't teach you stuff like Wipeout. So when you're a PA, and I'm not saying this to be like say anyone treated me badly. I was treated very well, but you're everyone's bitch essentially. So what I mean by that is basically the producer's like, you got to do that. You got to like help this act. Okay, you got to put this person needs a nice room to stay. Clean up their room. Okay, make sure everything's you got to run into New York City to pick up this equipment, do that. And I would be like basically on this set, I was like always around the producer. So every time, we need you to fill out a spreadsheet, do that. We need you to go pick up this errand from New York, do that. We need this actor needs to be brought back and forth from this location. Okay, cool. We need you to get this lighting person or get this lighting equipment. You know, that's what my job. So PA is almost like they're the glue between the more like important people.
So they're basically the film industry equivalent of roadies.
What's a roadie?
You're not familiar with roadies? Music industry.
Not. Are they like road the people that fuck the band?
I mean, maybe sometime.
But listen, that's what the PA. The thing is, I do get to talk to people, which is cool. This is a great. Like, I was so blessed to work on this set.
They tour with the band, but like they take care of equipment and move stuff, and it's kind of the same job.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like I would get people's stuff. It was great, man. It was so fun. It was This is it was a great movie. Miranda's Victim is a really good movie. The cast was really like I was blown away by the cast too. Which I don't know if I'm allowed to. Fuck it. The movie's out. So like I was able to meet. I did go to the premiere later on. I didn't get to talk to most of them in depth. Abigail Breslin, I talked to quite. Abigail Breslin is a sweetheart. I didn't get to talk to Andy Garcia. Was on set for like 2 days. So I walked by him one time, but he was rehearsing his lines, and they basically tell you, these actors don't want to talk to you. So if they talk to you, it's like cool, but it's like you're basically told like, just do your job. Just you're in the presence of them, don't bother them.
Right.
But Luke Wilson didn't talk too much, but he did one of these to me. I was like, oh, that's nice. Donald, I didn't get to talk to Donald Sutherland. Emily Van Camp was a total sweetheart, and her husband's really funny.
I mean, you're doing all right as long as they're not like losing their shit and screaming at you.
Yeah. So Abigail Breslin, I talked to a lot, like quite a bit actually. So she was the younger sister in Zombieland. Little Miss Sunshine, which I haven't seen, but I talked to her a bit. She was really cool. Really liked Abigail Breslin. She's the main character, but yeah, she was great. The guy who played, do you know what? So Miranda's Victim is about the Miranda rights trial. Like when they were like, you know how like they have to read that it was because of this rapist, it wasn't read his rights and whatever. So the guy who played Miranda, he was actually very nice in person, and then on screen he's the total. Yeah, he was very cool.
No, yeah, it's
he was very cool.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Hollywood is an interesting place, eh?
Yeah. Enrique was he's one of my fucking favorites. Enrique was fucking with me the whole time. He was just like the whole time. He was just fucking with me. That was great. But yeah, it was a great. Oh, Derek Reed. Derek Reed. So one of the actors, he saw me wearing a New Teen Titans shirt. Where is it? Derek Reed. And he was one of the guys who was there for like 2 scenes. He and I, like I drove him to him from the airport. He was a huge, she was in, I need to watch Signs. Yeah.
You haven't seen
He
Signs?
was to and from. No, I haven't, and I love The Sixth Sense. I just haven't seen that one yet. And I'm big into aliens. I feel like I know I'd love that movie. But Derek Reed was a huge comic book guy, and he saw I was wearing that, and then I had to drive him to and from the airport, and we just talked about comics for like hours.
Nerds.
It was really cool. I know, it was really cool. He was a big and like there turned out there were some comic book fans on that set, and we just like during lunch we'd just sit down, we'd talk about, oh, I like this run, that run is okay. You know, it was really cool. Jessica was like working with him. I didn't know she worked with him. I didn't like ask her questions about her career. I never once brought up Zombieland to her, even though I love that movie. I just talked to her like a normal person. Like I never asked her about her career or anything. Like when we talk, it would just be she'd be at the porch, or we hang out in a group. I never like imposed. You know, I probably could. Like she probably would have been cool with it, but I just didn't want to risk anything. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, she's probably so sick of people asking.
Right. Correct.
So just like whatever. She was so nice. She's a total sweetheart. Yeah, man. It was really cool working on, and then after that, I was like expecting to get on my next big job, and then it didn't happen. But hopefully I get to work on a film like that again, because that was the thing about movie set jobs. What people don't realize is that's like takes up your entire life for however long the production goes, basically, because you work 12-hour days minimum. Right.
But if it was a big enough film, it might be worth it.
Well, even still, it was worth it for that experience alone. I'm still keeping contact with people from that set. Oh, that was that was so cool. And I wish I got to talk to like Luke Wilson, or because I like Luke Wilson. But I also, it wasn't my job. My job was to help. The producers love me on that set. And you know what? I think it'll lead to stuff down the road. But yeah, it was really cool. Ryan Phillippe, it was really because I was walking by and I'm like, it was like I was walking by and then this guy got up and I was like, oh no, sorry, after he goes, no, after you. Like, wait a minute, that was Ryan Phillippe. But it's interesting because there's a normal interaction. But in those 2 seconds, he was nice to me. 2 seconds, like, but yeah, it was really cool. It was really, I hope I get to work on more sets. And that's the thing, these are just standard things. But it was really cool. They filmed it like 20 minutes from me. It was really funny, too, because I'm from New Jersey. The film is set in Arizona. And I was like, this is not Arizona. But I guess if the audience believes it, that's all that matters.
Right.
But I'm dude, that's fucking New Jersey. Like, because I'd be filming it, they'd be in New Jersey. And I'd just be seeing them taking signs down and then putting up, Arizona police station. I'm like, that's not. And they put a filter on it in the film itself. You couldn't tell, but I'm like, that's fucking New Jersey. That's like in my hometown. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. But like,
they made it convincing for anyone that's not from.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, especially if the film doesn't like heavily revolve around like terrain and landscape. Like people aren't focused on that shit anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they made it look like it was from Arizona, so that's all that matters. So here's the thing, Ellie. So that's a no. Similarly to how I am with comics, I took a cinematography class. I'm bad at it. Like I accept that as a weakness of mine. I'm a writer, I'm a director. I can even do some producing stuff. I can act. I'm not good with like I could tell you the mood I want, kind of, but I'm not great with technical terms.
I mean, but can you act? I mean,
yes.
Could you outact William Shatner?
No, probably not.
See,
well, he has more experience.
You have to work on your con scream.
But I am proficient lens. I'm not good with lens and cameras, if I'm being honest with you. That's why I've never been a cinematographer. I worked on a lot of movie sets in college. All my suite mates have done cinematographer jobs. No one ever asked me, and I never asked. There's a reason for it. I'm not good at it. I'm good at directing. I can be a good PA. I could be a good but if you're asking like the technical stuff, I'm not good at it. I'm not, and that's often the stuff that pays, because I'm not like director stuff pays, but everyone wants to be a director. Everyone wants to be a writer. If you're very good with the technical side of filmmaking, you're much more likely to get a job. I'm just not good. Like, and I just have to be honest. And it don't have the. I can even edit stuff, right? Not super well, but I'm better. I'm a better editor than a cinematographer. I'd sooner trust myself to edit a movie than to be the cinematographer. I wouldn't like if I was hiring a cinematographer, I wouldn't hire me. And that's just me being honest. I know that's not good but it's just me being honest. I'm not a good cinematographer. I'm not. Was there a time I was learning? Yeah, there was a time I was learning about film cameras, but technology kept evolving. 1080p cameras that are basically obsolete. Well, 1080, I guess, but not necessarily. Like, there's a charm to. My first short, so the short film Behind the Curtain, I shot on film. The camera I shot was from the 1980s, but it's also film. Looks great, like in general. Like it ages very well. Once again, into Black Magic, I have friends that are really into that are into cinematography, that really use that. Yeah, I love cinematography stuff, but I'm not good at it. Like I love seeing people like that it come together, like when I have a vision, but I'm horrible with cameras. Well,
just hire Narwhal.
Is he good with cinematography? Because we've talked about making a short film together. It's a conversation that's happened. Well,
I mean, honestly, he could make one by himself if he really wanted to.
Is he good with cameras?
He
probably can.
I think he's capable.
He's probably a better cameraman than me.
He likes to do. I mean, he always likes to, in anything he does, he kind of likes to experiment.
Yeah.
You know, kind of push the edge.
Because he doesn't need me. I don't feel like, but it would be cool to see a joint project between me and Narwhal.
So that's the thing is like, is he good? Yeah, probably.
You're
but
right.
like, would he try and approach it in a predictable fashion? Probably not.
GG, I suppose. What's going on, man? Comic storyboarding. Yeah, adapting from screenwriting to comic book writing was an interesting transition. When I wants to bathe you in the river before working with you.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, probably. I'd be like, okay, Narwhal, whatever you say, dude. Yeah, the river challenge he came up with, and then I never did it. I kept forgetting.
Coward.
I do live near a river, but I'd have to like jump off a bridge. Which I could do. Honestly. It would get a lot of attention if I did that challenge. Really would. What is he like? Remark and hardcover book? That could be cool. Maybe I should do that. Honestly, I keep forgetting, but like maybe I should. Yeah,
it's too late. The offer's expired.
Is it expired?
I have no idea.
Probably. I could bully him into giving it, but then that would defeat the point of doing the challenge because I wanted to.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm not sure that you even could.
Yeah, it's sad. Vaughn is just about under 2 million subs. Then Benny past night. You got this, Vaughn. Who's under 2 million subs? This has been a fun night though. Like I'm enjoying it. Dude, and it's been really cool seeing how many people have backed my campaign. Like it's been really great.
It's done quite well.
Yeah, man. Like it really has. And the thing is, it's continuing to, because people like it definitely slowed down to a point, like because it got 10K within 12 days. But even then, the backers, like I got a lot of high backers early on, but like my backer numbers have been really good. Like,
yeah, no, I think that's normal.
I've gotten like 5 backers since last night.
You know, obviously at a certain point, it's going to slow down, but you know, it's still nice to have it available because, you know, then as people find out about it.
Who passed 2 million? Who passed 2 million subs? Vaughn? I don't know. Alex is getting that trading card. Looks like who else is getting? Yeah, I mean most like all the day one backers.
I was cheated.
You
cheated out of my number 1, Ellie.
Yeah, that's true. You were. I'm
Stealth
sorry.
launched it.
Next time. I didn't know I did. I didn't know until you guys were arguing on Twitter, and I was like, "What? I launched?"
It's okay.
Yeah,
I still beat Rushbrook, and he was the one that challenged.
I
me.
tried blaming Rini for my early launch. She was like, "No, that's your fault." And I was like, "Well, yeah, it is."
Yeah,
I was hoping she'd be nice.
I was there for when you tried to point the finger.
Yeah, I
Didn't
tried
work.
blaming her. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Didn't work. She didn't let me blame her for stuff.
I mean, honestly, even if it was
also
her
wasn't
fault,
her fault.
listen.
Yeah, even if it
she's a
was her fault,
woman.
you would have still blamed. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's always women's fault, except for this instance.
No, that's not how this works.
Oh, is that how it works?
It would always be your fault, even if it was her fault.
This is, man, it's almost 2. This has
Yeah,
been a fun
it's late.
stream. Yeah, maybe I should call it a night, but it's been fun, man. I've just been chilling out. Like tell Rini how ornate. See, I missed that initial creative block where ornate became a thing.
It's funny because Jake will be like, I don't even like ornate. But the thing is that he knows how annoying it is. So he'll still bring it up.
I was actually promoting Vaughn's launch on different streams, telling people it's going to launch at this time, and then someone said it already. Thank you. Well, thank you for promoting. I made a fool out of myself. Dude, I knew I was gonna. Well, let's put it this way: I messed up so badly that I have to. So no one has been charged yet, and no customers prefer to be charged right away.
Oh yeah, that
and that was entirely my fault. By the way, that wasn't Fun My Comics fault.
Yeah, I canceled that credit card, so you're gonna get a charge back.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay, because that's something I'm gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I mean, I was joking, but like realistically,
yeah,
like what happened? What happens if someone's credit card expired?
So I have to shut my campaign down. So the reason why it's closing is it's closing and then it's reopening as it's an in-store. So it's gonna after the 19th, it's gonna close, and then everyone's gonna get their statements. It takes 5 days. And then after that, the campaign is going to reopen and it'll charge right away. So if you guys want to adjust your order without getting charged, now is the time to do it. But yeah, thank you guys. So like my friend was like, I want to add covers. I'm like, now do that now before you get charged. And he added 2 more covers. So yeah. This has been fun though. And yeah, get those trading cards too. Even if like I had one friend that's like, Vaughn, I'll back your campaign. I might not be able to back it in these few days. I'm just gonna reserve the trading card and then I'll get the rest of the order. So if you're like can't afford the campaign and you just want to get the trading card for now and you know you're gonna back it later, you could just get it. You just basically it's on reserve for you. And then later on when you decide to buy it.
Yeah. I mean, when in doubt on any of that stuff, just ask whoever's campaign it is, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, customer service is part of my job. Like for now, and it makes you better at marketing and everything. That's one of the good things I will say about everyone creating their own projects. Thank you, awesome one. Is you have to learn all the aspects.
Yeah,
like I learned about printer shit. And I was like, I don't fucking care. Just make the book. And
it forces them to learn all these skills, but in the end they benefit.
Yeah. Like, so I'm going to have to learn more stuff because I'm like, every time I think I'm done with this stage of the process, it's like, nope. But it's good because I'm learning marketing. I'm learning crowdfunding I had done in a short film, but I've made more on this than on that. And it's great learning about printing costs. I'm getting closer to 400 copies sold, which is nice. I do wonder if I'll probably hit 400 copies before 200 backers, but because people seem to be the average. Hang on, let me just see what the average spending costs because it averages out obviously, but per backer. So
can you break it down by average number of books?
I could. 382.
I mean, is there an easy way to do that, or you just got to look at it and run a little
math? 2 books, 2.087, and then goes 2 books per backer is the average.
That's not bad, actually.
No, it's not. So now let's see per person.
Especially for a first outing.
What would you like? Do you think it's better for it to be less per person or more per person? Probably less, right? $61 is the average donation.
No, I mean it's more is always better. As long as they're not like.
That's a good question. Did you ever back? Because I backed the dollar book by your boy Zach. What happened with that? That's because that was an insane. I remember being like, "All right."
Yeah. No, that's a good question because
I don't think so. I still have to read Jawbreakers. By the way, I still have all of Alex, I'm sorry, I still have Jawbreakers to read. I do intend on reading it.
Yeah, no, it's your book. You read it when you want. So I back so many books that like something like that when it's like just giving it away for $1, and I think I added on one other book. Like I kind of forget about it. So I could have, for all I know, I received it and tucked it away.
Huh. Yeah, it's I don't know. I have so many books.
Yeah, it's a clusterfuck for me now. That's okay. The one problem I have, and it's not just Indiegogo, like all the crowdfunding sites are kind of a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a lot of books backed. But Indiegogo in particular, when you look at your contributions, there's no search function, and I can only look.
I hate that. I hate that, especially if you make a revision. It's such a pain in the ass.
I have, thank God I haven't had to make any revisions. I have, mine goes up to 83 pages now.
Holy shit. Let me see mine, because mine's not nearly as bad as yours. God bless you, Alex.
Yeah, my first was Jawbreakers Lost Soul.
Wow.
In 2018.
Wow. Was that the first? I'm at 13, but 83. Wow. Last one I did was Phoenix 2.0, because I've been mostly backing Fund My Comic whenever I can.
Well, yeah, I have several on Fund My Comic as well. But because I don't have nearly as many, it's not like insane yet.
Yeah, Fund My Comic, I've backed.
The Fund My Comic interface is a little better for contributions.
I backed way less on Fund My Comic, but
it's
I back
not.
Whenever something's on both, I always back Fund My Comic.
I mean, so I think it depends, because like if there's a campaign exclusive,
yes, then I'll do the other one. Yeah.
It depends, but in general, yes, I would prefer to back on Fund My Comic because Luke Stone, want to support him, and also the fee is lower. So
thank you for making it on there, man. 11, yeah. It's crazy. I've been reading more of my CG stuff. Yeah, I have. All right, so I've met Mark Bolton multiple times. I bought like a shitload of books from him. I haven't read any of them yet, but I have like a shitload of Mark Bolton books.
There's so many.
I have
so many books.
5 Graveyard Shift books. I have all of Jawbreakers. I have 2 Andy. I have First Man 1 and 2 from Andy Smith.
I don't remember if I backed First Man.
I didn't, but I got them on Kordrath.
Yeah, I definitely snagged Kordrath and both of them actually.
I haven't got this one yet. I intend to, because they both backed me. So as soon as I get my money, I'm backing Kordrath with their money, because they're good men. Dennis and Andy both backed me. Andy backed me day one. Andy is such a good dude. Like, he's a great dude.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, the current campaign is Kordrath: The Awakening, and I mean, I love fantasy stuff anyway. So, all right, let's see, where is it? Yeah, so the My Contributions page on Fund My Comic is a lot better, because
Thank you for being my friend, by the way.
You can search, and you can change the order, but it's a little glitchy still sometimes. Like if you just backed a book and you sort by newest first, it won't show up at the top. It takes a
still
little
don't know.
while. It takes a little while for it to kind of straighten out, but you can search for it, and that's like a huge advantage.
When I create my website, I'm gonna try and make it as. I mean, it's probably gonna be simple because it's not gonna be much on there. I'm probably gonna have Rini help me with it. I don't have nearly as much crazy lore stuff as she does. At least that I'm gonna have on there.
So,
I want to make it as easy as possible for people to navigate.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the complaints I have is people have trouble figuring out Fund My Comic. Well, people who don't know anything about crowdfunding. People who know things about crowdfunding, they figure it out. But getting people in their 50s who've never backed a campaign before.
Yeah.
But even then, one of my friends, I'm like, he backed day one, but backed as in he just threw $20. I'm like, dude, you didn't get the book. He's like, I didn't. I'm like, no, do you want the book? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so do you want the book? And every couple of days, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to help you get the book. Do you want the book?
Right.
Like, I'll walk you through it.
Right.
At this point, if he just throws another $10, I'll be like, listen, man, I got you in the system. I'm like,
so the thing is, though, is that like, and I mean, I'm with you, but at least with like Fund My Comic, there's no like, they make it. I think, in my opinion, they make it kind of clear that like, in order to contribute and get the actual reward, it's this section, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like with Kickstarter, like the first time I ever used Kickstarter years ago, I was like, okay, do I just click here? And, you know, it's gotten better since then, though. But I know what you're saying. Like, if they're not familiar with crowdfunding at all, yeah, you want to try and make it simple. But I kind of feel like the Fund My Comic website plugin would be good enough.
Yeah, it's tough. I gotta go to bed, man. I've been enjoying this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Alex, it's been great hanging out. We haven't talked, well, we talk all the time, but we haven't talked like this in a while. No one else. To be fair, I advertised this stream very poorly. And by that I mean not at all.
Yeah, there was a ton of people that were streaming tonight too.
Oh, that's true. But I also I didn't tell any of my even regular people that I was streaming. Like I didn't send the link to anyone except for Paul Thayer. And even then he had to be like, dude, are you streaming? I was like, oh yeah, it's Rosen. So thank you guys so much for coming. And I'm gonna play the trailer that Dark Gift did, which I think everyone likes better.
It's definitely an improvement.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you.
I mean, trailers are an art. Takes practice.
I'm just gonna honestly probably just pass out right after. Oh, Michael, have you been here this whole time? He's been quiet. Thank you guys. I always wonder who's just watching. Oh, more viewers coming in right as I'm exiting. Of course, it's always how it is. Thank you guys so much.
When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new. Something greater to be born, and with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you.